Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Can I get an audio check from the homies?
Audio checking.
Hello.
Looks like it's working. Hi, everybody.
Yep, it's working.
We are here. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Hunt for the Starry Sky, episode 100. Holy, we did it. The big 100. I'm called 018. I'm a figment of fractal space-time, and I'm here to help you navigate this undulous cosmos you call a galaxy. Hunt for the Starry Sky is, as always, a D&D show for Vtubers, featuring myself and four of my favorite Vtubers. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with a twist. Our lore and setting and world is based on Monster Hunter, my #1 hyperfixation. We have our special funny redeems that can grant the players advantage or me, the DM, disadvantage. They are structured in such a way that they only ever help the players and never harm them because their lives are in my hands and not yours. You can also lend the players your energy for a pittance of points. It does absolutely nothing, but it does let the players know you're with them in their time of need. We've got our special emotes done by the illustrious Screenpuff Art, my favorite VTuber artist. It's Screenpuff's art that's on the slideshow down there below me. Screenpuff did most of the art for this show. We love Screenpuff. We stand Screenpuff out here. The emotes reference characters and events in the show. They are amazing. I love them. They're also available in the Discord. And you can use channel points to use them for free, because I want you to be able to use them. Hunt for the Starry Sky has an original soundtrack. It is by Tony One Pilot. It's all commissioned by me. It's all product of my imagination. However, he is the musician. He is the magic man who takes the stuff in my imagination and turns it into reality. I love it. It is covers and arrangements of Monster Hunter tracks and a lot of original stuff, too. It's like 50-50 split. And it's all heavy metal, because that's what I like. Deal with it. I said all the things really fast. How are you guys doing this week? How you guys been?
I ate too much food yesterday.
Okay. That's good.
So
I'd like to hear that.
What?
I'm balling. I've been playing Uma Musume.
Anyway.
Happy 4th of July, or belated 4th of July to my fellow Americans.
Yeah, I partook in some festivities yesterday. Had some good times. The most important thing to celebrate this week is Lagiacrus exists in Monster Hunter again, and I'm very happy about this information. I've been fighting Lagiacrus with like every minute of the spare time I could muster this week. I just keep fighting Lagiacrus because I'm very much enjoying the implementation of Lagiacrus. I have some criticisms, but generally I'm very happy with it. I love it. Oh yeah, also the fucking Jurassic Park movie came out this week. I saw that too. It was mid, which is a lot better than I can say about the previous ones. So it's all right. It's all right. it was okay. I was not made angry by it, and that is good. That's a thumbs up.
That's a step.
I wasn't exactly like super impressed either, but you know what? If they continue to make movies of this level of quality, I won't have too much to say about it. I'll be like, all right, that's okay. That's fine. Just don't make more of that other slop. Yeah, don't do any more of that Chris Pratt stuff. Don't do that anymore. Gareth Edwards made this one. He did a Godzilla, I think. I think he.
This is not part of the World Series?
So it is. It's a Jurassic World 4th movie, sort of. They should have titled it something different, honestly, because I don't want to spoil the movie, but I will tell you that like in the first 15 minutes of the movie, they kind of retcon everything about the Jurassic World. They sort of like
Everything?
they like the state that the world was left in at the end of the Jurassic World franchise. They retcon it. They're like, it's not that anymore. It's back to how it was. which is fine with me. I'm glad about that. Like, listen, the dinosaurs are on islands again, and that I like. All right, my friends, we made it to episode 100. What happened last time on Hunt for the Starry Sky? Last time we chilled a little bit. We hung out in Solgard. We went to the onsen and hung out at Claw's Corner for a bit. We met the Prism Rangers again, our second meeting with them. A group of, what should I call them? Superheroes? Color-coded superheroes that have been defending Solgard, or at the borders of Solgard, for the last couple of years, because as we know, we haven't been around for a couple of years, and the Tempests have been very busy defending basically the entire continent for the last couple of years. So we kind of learned that the Prism Rangers have been like the heroes local to Solgard for the last couple of years. we met them and had a really weird, mystical, magical experience with them that told us that there was more to them than meets the eye. We then gathered some information about the beauty pageant question mark that we've been talking about. It was revealed to us to be called Fodi's Fantastic Fighting Fiasco. It is a popularity contest, better put. It's a fighting tournament, however, the winners are not determined by who wins the fight, but rather who was the most impressive. Queen Fodi, we've never met Queen Fodi, but we do know that she seems to be very, very optically inclined. She really likes things that look and sound and are very appealing. We suited up with that information in mind and decided to travel over to Anywhere because we also learned that our entry to this tournament was declined. Because we are nobodies over there, and only somebodies get to enter. It was also mentioned that we are friends of a wanted criminal in Anywhere, somebody that seems to breach the barrier between Anywhere and the Forbidden Lands. Of course, the reason that we want to enter this tournament in the first place is that the winner of the tournament is going to be given access to the Forbidden Lands. Only the most popular hero in all of Anywhere gets to go there. They've got kind of a monopoly on the place. However, somebody just kind of busted in, and that person, we were told, is a friend of ours. We don't know too much more about that, but we traveled over there. We were told that Queen Fodi invited Luna and other dignitaries from Shrade to also be in attendance and to promise to suspend politics for the duration of the event. And so Ardius and Luna and we were also told that Heiki's sister Amarin will be meeting us there. But we went ahead in advance to see the place and figure out what we need to do in order to qualify. We got there and found that it was a pretty shockingly different place. A city that seemed to be made entirely out of, like, metal buildings and skyscrapers. That was very reminiscent of another place that we went one time that was not in our own world. The people there seem to be living in kind of this jubilant, kind of perpetual festival full of like food and merchandise and advertisements, and it was kind of capitalist hell, but also kind of cute, I guess. I don't know. And we saw an advertisement for the tournament that revealed to us the name of who was the greatest hunter in all of Anywhere, but who was disgraced and ruined. A hunter called Didi. And we saw Didi firsthand. She saw us, but didn't really pay us any mind and fucked off. We signed up to participate in the tournament, and we were told that we need to make ourselves known. We need to make ourselves popular in the land of Anywhere. And, well, that's what we're picking up as the liaison that guided you to sign up. Gives a wink to the camera and looks back to all of you and says, well, a lot of you need to find a way to make yourselves known to the people. You see, not just anybody gets to participate in the Fantastic Fighting Fiasco. You must be celebrities.
Well, don't they know the Amazing Claw?
Stars or the Starry 7?
Well, you see, those names make it into the news sometimes. Not really recently, but I don't think your names are very popular with some certain people. Important people.
Yeah, I sort of figured that one. That and we have been gone for a little while.
But we saved the world.
I don't think most know.
I mean, I'd love to just take you at face value, but just anyone can say that.
But we killed the Fatalis.
Okay, little guy. Delusions of grandeur will get you far here.
Delusions of...
Yeah, it's
Just let it go, man.
Claw is seething. He is.
guess we just gotta prove ourselves here, Claw. But
Yeah. Alright, are there any Fatalis here?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Any Elder Dragons?
Oh, plenty.
Good. Okay.
It's like seething. Wait, where's the nearest Elder Dragon, huh?
Oh, well, I don't know. But I'm sure that the people of Anywhere have requests of you. You know, ways to make yourselves known and appreciated. Why don't we have a look? She heads back over to the counter and finds a book and lifts it up off the counter and flips through the pages and finds some quest postings for you. There are 3 of them here. The first one is called In a Fashion, and it is by the proprietor of an establishment called Nightlight, that says that they are deeply in need of photographic reference material of exotic monsters or elder dragons to fulfill a commission for a dress for the queen. There's
Wait.
another one called A Test of Your Reflexes. It is by the Artificer's Laboratory here called Neo Flash. They are looking for someone who can test a device created for the Fantastic Fighting Fiasco, which can simulate the strength of some of the most powerful Elder Dragons ever documented.
Hmm.
And then there's one that says a task for a true hero with like 5 exclamation points and no quest description.
Wait, that's
What?
me?
What? Whoa. Okay, let's
Hold
not
on now.
jump the gun here. Hang on. There's no description here. All it says is a task for a true
But
hero.
it has my name on it.
Claude, that could mean anything.
They're asking for me.
Oh.
They specifically requested me.
Okay. All right. Is there any way we could get some kind of like who do we talk to about this? Where do we get information about this? This can't just be let's just go in blind like we always do situation.
She'll like pull the tag out of the book and flip it over, and she'll say, "Oh, well, it's by someone called Ikethy in Little Yukumo. I think you'll find him at the Shogun's Manse."
All right, let's go.
What?
Oh,
What about the other 2? Let me guess. It's not your quest.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind fighting some of the strongest Elder Dragons, I guess. That other one seems more like Phyrexi's speed.
agreed.
Which one are we talking about?
The
There was one that
asking for
required
photos of
photograph.
exotic monsters, something. I forget the exact details, but yeah.
Huh.
I mean, in the end, what better way to prove ourselves than taking care of all of these requests?
I mean, that's true.
True.
What should we do first?
Well, obviously the true hero one.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Come on, think about it. If we get recognized as a hero here, we'll be the most popular people around. True heroes are always the most popular.
You gotta stop letting that true hero thing get to your head, man.
Well, we're trying to get popularity now.
Fine,
Yeah.
let's go do this true hero thing then.
I'm sorry, but I don't think you're gonna get this out of Claw's head. You know,
No,
once
I
he's
know.
this hyper fixated
Yep.
on something, there's no changing his mind.
Yeah, I know.
Just get it right
So I
away.
figure we just get this out of the way, take care of it real quick, and then we can move on to the next task.
Yeah. All right. Where's this person again?
Little Yukumo. She points at like there's like a holographic display of a map of the city, and there's a whole segment. It's in the northwestern quadrant of the city, called Little Yukumo, and you can even see there's like sort of a diagram of what the layout of the city, and it looks a lot like kind of the architecture that you would see in like Yukumo or Kamura Village, only like more high tech, you know. And there's a great big like pagoda style building at the head of it that is probably the Shogun's manse.
So I guess we're headed. He's like looking at the big like hologram, like there.
Looks like it.
Wow, they have a Yukumo here?
A little one.
I'm curious to see.
I don't think it's well. I mean, it looks pretty big on the map.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this is gonna go great, okay? I'm a true hero, and you guys are true heroes. We'll be able to get this done easy.
All right, lead the way, true hero.
I didn't pay enough attention to the map, and he walks behind Genza.
All right, follow me.
Okay. You have to like head down the steps from the big tall tower with that giant advertisement on it for the tournament, and proceed back past that group of extremely well-dressed sort of criers that are up on like a little stage that are shouting about how great Fodi is, how beautiful and extravagant and exuberant she is, how she'll bring light to all people.
Jeez.
You
Kind of one note here, aren't they?
You pass by them and you find that there are lots of restaurants and places selling lots of merch that is branded with Fodi's name. Basically, everything has Fodi's name on it. And there's like lots of merch with like hearts and stars and flowers. Like a lot of commemorative stuff, like shirts and clothing and like mugs and flagons and you know, I went to anywhere. Queen Fodi smiled at me. All sorts of stuff.
Yeesh.
And there's a lot of good food being sold too. Food that looks pretty different and exotic compared to where the food that you're used to seeing. Lots of meat dishes in particular. You head to the northwestern quadrant of the city, which pretty quickly turns into this very sort of like I said, the architecture is very similar to a place like Yukumo, where there's like the pagoda style buildings that line a long row, and there are lots of people here that are wearing sort of kimono and howdy, like similar to the way that Hibiki is dressed, that are also enjoying sort of like festive activity. There are even like cherry blossoms, and it doesn't look like the most natural. It looks like a lot of it is simulated or sort of forced. However, the people seem to really love it. It's a vibe. It's an aesthetic. And you can see that the colors on the sort of like flags and banners here change a little bit. So rather than seeing so many flowers and hearts and stars and gaudy like princessly style things, the colors turn to the more white and gold, with like the symbol of Yukumo that would be recognizable to you, and like dragon sigils that float everywhere. These golden dragons, kind of like serpentine finned dragons. You proceed through the row up toward the end where the Shogun's manse is, which is this very, very, very tall building that you have to crane your neck to look up at. There's a staircase that leads up towards a lobby that has its open sliding doors, and there's like a desk, and the interior of it looks like Yakuza Central. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Millennium. It's the Millennium Tower.
There's a fountain with a big dragon that looks probably like a dragon you've seen before, although only once. That's it's got the water pouring out of the mouth and running through the bottom of it. And there's a reception desk here too.
Is anybody else surprised at the level of architecture here, or is it just me?
I am completely shocked that they've managed to emulate all of this.
In 2 years.
Yeah. How did I manage to do this?
Just the biggest shrug possible. Like, ah. Well, maybe
I feel like we're a little behind.
Eesh.
A voice enters you, Hibiki, and says, "A whole lot of effort and sheer determination, and being close with the lay of the land." And a man approaches you, who is dressed very finely in a howdy, kind of like yours, only his is gold and white. Part of his chest is exposed, and he's wearing like hakama, and he's carrying a very large katana on his back. And he has sort of the same hairstyle like Hydrangea had, sort of like the slicked back hair and the ponytail.
Oh, yeah.
His hair is white, and he has these horns that curve toward the front of his face. They curve forward. And he says, "I recognize you, lot. You're heroes from Shrade."
Yeah.
You recognize this as he
One
just
and only.
gives him like a bow, an Eastern bow.
Well, anywhere welcomes you. Starry 7. And the stories about you. I hope they're all true.
They are.
Well, it depends on what you heard.
Well, some of them might be a little fabricated, and he looks down at Claw. But they're
No
mostly-
fabrication at all.
Ugh.
Well, we're glad to have you here. I imagine you're intending to participate in the tournament.
Of course.
That's the plan.
But I'm just curious, how have you heard about us? Since it seems a lot of people here aren't super familiar with us.
Most of the people here are pretty absorbed in their day-to-day lives. I come from your neck of the woods, sort of. You're in Little Yukumo, but I hail from Big Yukumo.
Oh.
Where are my manners? My name is Gozen. Gozen Mikoto. I'm the shogun of these parts.
Shogun? As Hibiki just kind of gives him a deeper bow and says, "Oh, Hibiki Palmer. Sorry, I wasn't aware that you were a shogun."
Gen's gonna like put like the fist in the open palm and like just Genzai Hideyoshi.
You needn't be so formal. I don't rule these parts. But in any case, I think you have quite a bit of work to do in order to qualify.
Tell me about it. It's actually why we're here.
Really?
We heard somebody in this area was in need of what some would call a hero of
A
sorts.
true hero.
That must be Ike. He turns and looks over his shoulder and looks around a bit, and he points and says, "Just over there." And he points to, there's like a bench at the far end of the room, and there is a child sitting on the bench. So short that his legs don't even touch the floor.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Well, a hero's work is never done, right, Claw?
Guess not.
let's go.
Let's go.
I'll be paying attention to your exploits.
We won't disappoint.
He nods and heads another direction. The child, Ike, sitting on the bench, he is, he looks like he's probably 8 or 9 years old, and he is a tiefling. He's flowing like the two of you. He has this sort of very pale greenish skin and like dull red hair. And he has these markings on his face. They look kind of like makeup, so it's almost like kabuki makeup. And it begins at the corners of his mouth and reaches all the way to his chin, almost like it expands his lips all the way to his chin. And he has these sort of osteodermic spikes that run down his arms. He looks a little bit like the thing that ate Genzai once.
Claw, probably you should probably talk to this kid. Well, go on.
Is Claw here?
Claw will.
He sort of perks up and... Oh. Hi.
I heard someone was in need of a true hero.
Oh. Is that you?
Yes.
He slides down off of the bench and walks over to you, and he's only about like twice your height, Claw. And he like looks down at you and... All of you?
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all true heroes too.
Wow. I thought I'd only get one.
Well, you're in luck today, kid. You got 4.
Then maybe it'll be easy. I need your help.
What do you need?
I lost my friend, and he took with him something really important. Medicine for my sister.
Oh.
Okay. And you want us to find your friend?
Yeah. He's gotta still be somewhere in town. And
Okay.
my sister's at a monastery.
So we get.
A couple of miles from here, but I don't know how to get back there. But he does. He'll take you there.
Alright, so we gotta find your friend and then go to this monastery to make sure your sister gets the medicine she needs, right?
Yeah. But it might be dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Yeah.
Come on.
Ain't nothing for true heroes. There's nothing.
Yeah, we are the strongest around.
If you are, then you can do it. I hope.
Of course we can.
We will.
The mighty claw never loses.
Oh, great. My friend's name is Chives. I last saw him near the middle of town.
Okay.
Chives.
What does he look like?
Well, he's a little bigger than, and he points at Claw. You'll probably find him near the food. He's always hungry.
Okay.
Food market somewhere.
Alright.
All right.
He'll be carrying a heavy pack.
Alright. We'll find him lickety split.
Yep. It'll be easy for a group like us.
Just an easy stroll walk in the park.
I hope so.
I know so.
She really needs it to get better. I came all the way here to get it, but Chives had plans of his own, I guess.
Don't worry, kid. We'll find your friend, and we'll get you to your sister.
Thanks.
We'll be back before you know it.
I'll be here.
Alright, fellas. Let's get searching.
All right. Where first? Food market?
Probably the best start.
All right. I could get something to eat along the way too.
Vicky, focus. We're on a mission right now.
Yeah, but it's on the way. God damn it. Let me eat.
Ah!
Just arguing on the way out. Yeah, good one.
On the way over, just like, what is it? We ate like not that long ago, man. Come on.
I don't need to explain to you, man. Look at me. I need to eat.
Ugh.
You head outside and down the steps of the pagoda back to the brick road down there. And Genzai, when you reach the bottom of the steps, you sight what looks like a from behind a familiar person to you. They are about waist height to you, with pointed ears atop their head and a hooded cloak, though they're not wearing the hood, around their neck. That's like this purple color with a white pattern on it, and a pair of blades on their back. Looks like a feline that is exactly like pretty dead ringer for the size and proportions of Taka Hideyoshi.
Wait a minute. Is that Sachie?
Eh?
Tachi is regular feline size.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. One second, guys. He's gonna go towards them.
They're chatting with a couple of look like probably hunters that are gearing up to head outside the city. And when you step up, they turn to face you and with like sort of one brow raised. This feline has this sort of like orange-brown fur with black markings that are very sharp on their face, and they have kind of tall, pointed ears with these forked fur tufts on top, and like really sharp features. And around their neck, they're wearing a cord or a necklace that has probably about 12 coins on it that jingle whenever they move. And they look up at you and, what do you want?
Sorry, I thought you were someone else.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
Evidently. I'm sorry, you just reminded me of someone that I knew.
Her brow tightens and she squints at you. And then looks you up and down and... You knew Take.
How did you... Yeah, I did.
One of his lost kittens, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the man raised me. He was. I mean, I called him Pops, but he kind of was like a father to me.
Of course he was.
Yeah. 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 How did you know?
How do I know? You're wearing his patterns.
Oh,
Tributing the man.
Well-
of course.
well, yeah. He... I mean, he's the one that made the real call, not me. Just trying to do right by him. That's all.
Yeah. He always did have quite the habit of adopting stray kittens.
Tell me about it. Well, sorry, I should probably introduce myself. Genzai Hideyoshi.
You took his name too. That's adorable.
I didn't just take his name. He holds up his hand and lets the mark show.
He left a whole lot behind for that, you know.
I feel like I know less and less about him the more I learn when I'm on this journey.
I guess he probably didn't tell you where he came from.
No. Not really. Never really talked about it.
He used to be a retainer for the Maple Talk.
Oh.
He thought he could do more good out there in the world.
Well, I mean, he wasn't wrong. He did do a lot of good out there.
I told him it would get him killed. Turns out I was right.
He like stiffens a little bit. Be that as it may, things wouldn't be the way they were without him. My friends and I, we wouldn't be the way we are without him.
Well, then you better do right by him.
I try to do that every day. Sorry, I feel rude for not asking. What's your name?
Otsune.
Otsune. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah,
It's nice to meet somebody else that knew him.
well. I haven't met very many of my husband's proteges, but... Being strong enough.
I'm sorry. I'm.
Mama!
What? Huh?
What?
You... He bows immediately, as quickly as possible.
She kind of scratches her head. Man was a fool. Guess you probably take after him.
Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, he's a bit of a fool.
Don't you start right now! Have you been here this whole time?
Been here for a couple of years.
He never mentioned you.
Probably not. He and I didn't meet each other on the best of terms.
Oh. Wait, does that mean that you're Sachie's mom?
She just kind of grins at you.
Oh my god. Wow. Huh. Did she know where you were?
Oh yeah, she knows.
Why did she never tell me? What?
She and I don't get along very well either.
Okay, now that starts to make a little bit more sense, I guess. I mean, I just met you, and you seem, you seem pretty okay.
Like I said, the two of them thought lending their skills out there in the world at large was the best way to use their talents. And the old man died
You
for
stayed.
it.
Kenneth's like just he's in a spiral. He's like, what the fuck? Well, damn, I feel like there's so many questions I want to ask, and there's so many things I want to know, but at the same time, I feel like it would be rude to ask a lot of questions since we just met.
Yeah, well, I don't like answering questions anyway.
Yeah. Huh. Well, it's nice. It was nice to meet you. Ma'am.
Well, if you kittens find yourselves even more lost than usual, my doors are not open to you.
Oh.
Oh.
He kind of
I
starts to walk
see.
away from you and waves a paw at you, and maybe his kids. But he made a choice. And she walks off.
Wow. Wow.
Hey.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
She seemed nice.
Yeah?
Question mark?
Definitely question mark.
Nice is a word you could use.
Yeah. What are we doing again? I could completely...
We're finding a kid.
Kid.
Right, yeah, kid, of course. We're looking for a kid. Food market, right. Oh, that's completely thrown me off my groove. Gee, should I even mention this to Sachi? Probably not. Sachi would probably slap me.
Hey. Yeah.
Well, I mean, from the sounds of things, they're not exactly on good terms.
Right. But I am a little
Oh,
curious.
Well, we know how things went. Obviously, Pops and Sachi thought, they'd do better out there, and they did. Clearly, she was not of the same inclination.
Yeah.
Well,
That's tough.
yeah, but people make their own decisions, I guess. I mean, look at us. We've been to the edge of time and back.
Right.
All right. Let's go find this kid.
Let's go.
You head back toward the center of town, sort of that big marketplace where all that merch is being sold, all that food, and there are like hundreds of people around, of all sorts of things.
Oh man,
How
how
are
are
we
we
gonna find? Oh, he said he had a big bag, right?
Right.
Right.
A little difficult to spot with all these people around, though.
And a little bit taller than me.
Need a piggyback ride?
Well, might help us looking around.
All right, hop on.
All right, and now the claw watchtower has been set up. Claw's activated his eyes, so now there's just this glowing-eyed cat peering above the crowd.
What makes it even funnier is if Altura pops up and then sits on Claw's head, so it's like Genzai, then Claw, then Altura.
Yeah, Altura, you help. Find the kid with the big bag.
Altura emerges and does sit on Claw's head, but doesn't lift a finger to help.
Thanks, Altura. Real big help as always.
Well, I don't know how you'd like me to help.
Use your eyes!
Do you know anything more descriptive about this person?
A little bit
no.
taller than me. Big bag. I think that's all we got.
You are sterling investigators.
Listen, that's all the kid gave us. What do you want from us?
We probably should have asked more.
Yeah, that one's on us.
Yeah. It's okay, we'll find the kid. We're heroes after all. True heroes. This job was crafted for us.
You wanted to fight a big monster, didn't you?
I did.
I knew that. You're gonna have to do better than that to fool me, buddy.
But true
I mean-
heroes, they help, help the everyman out.
Yeah, no matter how big or small, no issue is too great for a true hero.
Exactly. And now, let's find this needle in a haystack.
Oh, man. And Beaky, do not get distracted by the food.
He's gone.
There's an outline of where he was.
Damn it! I looked away for a second! Ah!
Okay, maybe he'll stumble into the kid.
Phrixus, please find your brother.
Hibiki gets himself this steaming hot sort of like a tortilla with like pulled shredded steak in it. It is incredible. It is meat prepared in a way that you've never had back home before. It is a Fodi special.
Cody's special.
It is positively delicious, and that sort of meat is sold in like lots of different arrangements, sandwiches and on a stick. But you get like it's like a paper like a bowl almost with this like big tortilla in it, and it's filled to the brim with the stuff. Nicely seasoned.
Ibika's just kind of like, food's so good at doing a little dance. But enjoying the scenery. But while I'm looking around, do I find anyone that fits the description?
I mean, you see lots of people with what looks like, big packs or bags. Mostly
Travelers.
people that are, tall, man-sized. So you're not really sure you've seen the person you're looking for yet.
Okay. Hibiki's just gonna be like, probably another spot, but he looks back to the counter. Is like, can I get 3 more? On the go, please.
They prepare 3 more for you. They're like arm filling.
He just kind of gives him a bow and says, "All right, thank you," and goes back to where the group is because he's not supposed to be fucking running away.
I swear, you turn around for 1 minute when food's involved, and Hibiki just disappears.
He just don't.
And speaking
Sorry.
of devil,
Sorry, it smelled.
You could-
It smelled good.
you couldn't have waited like a couple of minutes.
I know. But hey, I got some for you guys.
Not yet. We gotta find this kid.
Yeah. Just for later. But I'm thinking of you guys too, not just me. Okay.
Yeah, and how was the food that you already ate?
I could go for another. I'm fighting myself. I'm holding myself back not to eat yours.
A true
But-
hero is honest.
We got
While
hero
all of this
things
is
to
going-
do.
While all this is going on, Fergus is gonna walk up to a bystander and be like, hi, we just happen to be looking for someone who fits the description of," and then he's gonna mention it's a child, a little short, big backpack, walking around, asking to see if anyone's maybe seen someone pass by fitting the description.
The person like looks you up and down and no, I've not seen anyone like that. Anyway, who's asking?
We were given a mission to locate somebody. Seems to be got lost, so
Oh, a mission, he says. Go and do your mission elsewhere.
well, I appreciate the help.
Where'd Phrixus go?
He's gonna turn back and reconvene with the group and be like, the locals in this area don't seem to be too keen on helping us out, so I guess we're on our own.
Mm.
You know, it's weird going somewhere where people don't actively put their hand out to try and help you. Kind of gotten used to it.
Mm.
Let's see. Jan's gonna think for a minute. Just, hey, Claw, I'm gonna try and get us a better view. Hold on tight.
All right.
And he's gonna fly up into the air.
A bunch of people around you go like, "Oh!" scatter away from you as you lift off the ground and fly into the air. Perception checks from you who are searching.
You got it.
All right.
While the two of them are up there, I just hand Pharixus the takeout, like, huh? A little bit. Not much you can do down here, right?
Ooh! Not great.
Perception.
God damn it, we're both blind.
Mostly you're just keen on people on the ground who are like staring up at you and pointing. And there are a group of those extremely well-dressed, like tuxedo, top hat, like wedding gown style dresses that you can see there's probably like 10 of them that spot you, and they look very unhappy.
Oh,
Claw
uh-oh.
waves.
What are you doing?
What? We're trying to get fans, right?
They don't look very happy, Claw.
Well, maybe if we wave, they'd be happier.
He's like looking at them while Claw's waving. What do the expressions look like?
They look pissed, and they are like stomping over in your direction.
Claw, stop waving! Stop waving!
All right, all right.
He's gonna slowly, carefully glide back down.
When you
As
reach
they're
the
coming
ground,
down, they just see Ferix is just like munching down on the takeout.
It's pretty good, right?
Oh boy, here we go.
You reach the ground, and a group of them like come stomping through the crowd and stop, and the lead, like a woman with this long, looks like a white wig, very very long and like messy white hair.
Ooh.
It's well combed, but there's so much of it that it's like it doesn't look right. She points at you and, just who do you think you are, putting on a spectacle like that in Fodi streets?
Whoa! Sorry.
Claw, the hero here.
Claw, shut up! You're gonna get us in more trouble.
Sorry. Sorry's not going to cut it.
Sorry, we're just looking for somebody, and it's a little hard to see with all the people in the crowd. I thought I'd fly up and see if I could get a better view from there.
Yeah, we have heroic business that we're handling, so we needed to fly above just to take
Claw,
off.
you are making this worse actively!
Heroic business.
Yeah, we're trying to find a lost kid for his friend because he needs to get some medicine to his sister. Is there a problem?
You're
Yeah.
a bunch of altruists. Who invited you anyway?
Who invited us?
Oh, you're
Somebody
clearly
invite
not
us, I
from
don't-
around here.
Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, what if there is?
What
All
do
right,
you do
Gensai.
about it?
We're just here to
All right,
help.
let's.
We're trying to become, noteworthy heroes here, so we can compete in your tournament.
Right, you'll compete in Fodi's tournament. Why don't you go back
Yeah.
to whatever gutter you rolled out of?
I mean, I
Pull it
think we'll
in.
just keep doing our job. Heroic duties and such.
Job. Maybe you ought to be out of a job. As soon as possible.
Is that a threat?
I mean, if you let us keep doing our job, we'll be done quick.
I don't like the way you're polluting our skies.
But polluting? Doesn't smell that bad.
Unsightly creatures like you, flying around in Fodi's airspace.
And Gan's knuckles,
Unsightly.
Gan's knuckles are
What
do
turning
you
white with
mean
he's clenching his
unsightly?
fists.
Like Hibiki's not even holding Genzai back anymore. He's like, what do you mean?
Look at the cape.
A whole mess of uncultured boars.
don't know what-
Uncultured. We're heroes.
I'm sorry, we're unsightly.
I suppose I don't have to worry too much. There's no chance you'll qualify to fight. You'll be forgotten
We will.
soon enough.
I'll tell you what, I won't forget that rat's nest on your head.
she looks like highly offended, and like the others around her, like they all look to each other like, oh, how dare you!
Oh yeah, yeah.
How dare I?
Because
I'm
you
sorry. How dare you pollute my ear holes with all of that verbal nonsense you're spouting? Why don't you go do that somewhere else?
A bunch of stinking, rotting beasts crawling out of a hole here in Bodhi Streets insulting us.
Look, if you
Well,
wouldn't
I mean-
mind, we would really like to just continue on our job and move on.
Admittedly, you do a decent enough job insulting yourself with that look.
Guys, that's not very heroic.
Claw, zip it.
She turns up her nose and spins back to her entourage and gives a wave of her wrist and says, "This isn't over."
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
And they go stomping away from you.
What was their problem?
I don't know, but I had to hold back from throwing a fist. Unsightly. Talking to me
polluting the
like that.
sky. What are you talking about?
Ugh.
It's okay. Once we prove that we're true heroes, they'll be crawling back to get back in our good graces.
I don't want to get in their good graces. I want to get to where we need to go.
Yeah, let's hurry up and find this kid. And Claw will
Besides-
go back to searching.
Besides, any praise that they could spout is nothing but hot air.
Make an investigation check.
Alright.
Oh, man, I got heated for a second there. Holy shit.
I'm
Whoa.
bad at investigation.
Woo.
Poor Claw. Okay, 12. Better than a 5.
You continue to search around and have to like squeeze your way in between these heavy crowds that are moving about. And
Actually, sorry. Am I able to bardic that roll?
yeah, you had a, what is it, a D8 or a D10 to that?
D10. It was D10.
Okay.
I'll make the roll. Is it me or?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Alright.
Oh,
Hey!
Okay.
with a 19.
Big boost.
You search around for a while, Claw, and eventually you kind of like break from the crowd where there's enough kind of foot walking space, and what catches your ears first is a person's voice going, "Will you stop that? Get away from me! Leave me be!" And when you search out the source of the voice, you see a familiar face, a Mr. Tsukuyomi, who is like fast walking to try to escape a creature that is following him, walking on all fours. It is a dog, and it has this very heavy pack that it's carrying on its back.
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Oh! What did he say the name was again?
Chives.
Chives?
The dog like stops and it perks up immediately and looks at you and like goes bounding over toward you and stops in front of you and sits.
Oh my God, Jives is a dog.
Oh, his friend. He never said anything about a person. He said a friend.
Hi, Chives.
Tsukiyomi like walks over and stops next to it and, "You know this little beast?"
No, we just met.
We were looking for him, actually.
Been following me around all morning.
Why, you got some food in your pocket?
No?
And why is he following you?
He, like, looks down at Chives, and Chives has, like, the dumbest dog face ever. He looks at you, Claw, and then looks up at Tsukuyomi, and then stands again. And he, no. I don't know.
Well, your friend told us to get some medicine from you, and that you can take us to his sister.
The dog just barks at you.
Gan's gonna kneel down. Just, you want to come with us, little buddy? We'll take you back to your friend.
Regards you and, like, cocks its head at you, and then he walks over and sits in front of Tsukuyomi. No,
What?
Go with them.
What did you do to this dog, Tsukuyomi?
I think he's attached to you.
Why? I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, nobody ever does. Looks like you're coming with us.
Coming with you where?
Well, first we gotta take this little guy back to his friend, and then we gotta take a big old journey out to a monastery.
Why?
Because that little guy's got some medicine for, our employer, and he puts that in, like, big quotation marks. Our employer's sister, who's very sick.
He, like, takes a knee next to the dog and stares directly into its eyes for, like, a long time. He squints and then looks back at you. You sure about all that?
Well, that's what we were told by the kid.
He looks back at the dog and says, lead the way. And the dog, like, spins in place and then goes running off through the crowd.
What? All right, let's move.
Chase him.
Let's go.
Okay.
You follow him as he runs south, quite far. You have to chase him, like, through the crowd. There are lots of people, like, parting way for him to run past them until he reaches the edge of town, where, like, it turns into plains and then forest quickly.
Whoa! Wait, should we get the kid too? He was trying to get back to the monastery as well.
I think he told us to go with the dog.
What about the kid?
We'll just report a job well done.
What? I don't think that's a good idea. What if the kid can't get back?
We don't got any choice. Hurry up.
Ah!
He is running. He, like, zooms, like, uphill toward where the trees start and bounds on in through the jungle. Like, Tsukuyomi reaches the edge of the trees and... Are you sure about this?
Well, at this point, we're already going.
Too late to turn back now. This is what true heroes do. Trust their guts.
Plus, look at the little guy. He's adorable.
Is Palamute. Funny boy.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tsukuyomi...
I'd like to say I'm the slowest out of you guys.
Tsukuyomi, like, runs up a tree and then jumps through the tree branches instead of running along the ground.
Hey, you know, he's got the right idea. Gan does the same. Come on, guys, keep up.
Doing my best.
You're chasing him kind of uphill, like jungle that stretches upward toward, it quickly turns into, like, a forested mountain area. And he goes and goes and goes for, like, longer than a mile. Until he reaches a clearing with a little, like, lake and some ruins in it. And he stops to rest and, like, sits for a minute and, you know, he's doing a panting and, like, seats and rests.
Oh, man, I haven't had a good run like that in a while. Man, it's a good thing we did those laps on the ship, huh, guys?
Yeah.
Guys? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're tired after that.
A little bit.
Not
said
as
it.
fast as I used to be.
A child told you to do all this?
Yeah.
Pretty young kid.
Delivering medicine somewhere.
To a monastery.
To his sister.
Where'd you meet this kid?
Little
At
Yukumo.
Yeah, little Yukumo.
He squints at you and then looks over at the dog. You actually seen this medicine?
I guess
No.
we could check the pack.
Yeah, we could.
Hey, Chives.
Dog looks at you and then stands up.
Come over here.
Who's a good boy?
He like trots in a like a little circle, but doesn't come closer to you.
Oh, hey, Biggie, give me my order.
Oh, sure. I had him the takeout.
Hey, Chives. Look what I got, buddy.
He like cranes his neck over towards you a little bit and like gives a squint. And then he
Come on.
starts coming over toward you.
That's a good boy. And he's like, Claw, get ready to check the medicine whenever he gets over here, okay?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, okay, cool. There you go, buddy. Look, it's just for you.
And
He,
then
Chibi's
once
having him
once
up.
the dog is like engrossed in the food, Claw will try to take a look at the pack.
okay. Yeah, he just starts taking more food than you bargained for, more than you intended to give.
Oh!
him.
Whoa!
Starts
Okay,
chowing.
I mean, you know what? It's fine. I wasn't even hungry anyways.
You dig into his pack claw and you find yeah, looks like there's medicine in there. Like a bottle or like a heavy looks like a beaker full of probably medicine.
Probably medicine.
I mean, how do you identify medicine?
Yeah, I mean, looks medicine enough to me.
Where'd it come from?
This dog's bag.
What kind of illness are we talking about?
One that makes you sick and that you need medicine for.
You guys really didn't ask any questions.
No, we
No.
really didn't, and I'm starting to
We did
realize
not.
that was probably the stupidest. Hey! No biting! No biting! No biting!
They said they needed a true hero.
How do you know you're not walking into a trap or something?
Well, we're strong enough to deal with any trap.
It wouldn't be the first time. Ow! Hey! No!
We're the strongest around, after all.
He's just gonna pat him on the head like, good boy. Ah! Jeez. He's got sharp teeth.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Admittedly, now that you're pointing this out, it does seem a little suspect. A little, but if it is suspect, we'll just, you'll do like a quick 1-2.
And if it raises our street cred, then why not?
Yeah, a true hero doesn't ask questions when somebody needs help. They just help. Because time is of the essence.
And I mean, look at him. You're a good boy, aren't you, Chives? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Don't bite me again. You're a good boy.
Chives like lets you pet him for a while, and then he spins, and he lets out a bark, like in the northerly direction. Not too far, kind of uphill, you can see there is what looks like a monastery. It looks like it's built out of ruins. It's sort of church-like.
Oh.
He barks, and then he kind of like gets real scruffy and like stances up and begins to growl.
Ooh.
And then He lets out like a low bark, and then he howls, and the sound carries through the air, and then it is answered by a howl. As a great big body comes lumbering out of the trees.
Oh.
A Zinogre appears. The black time, a Stygian Zinogre appears through the trees.
Oh.
Well.
Lumbering.
Hey,
and
is that
staring
your
at you.
friend, Chives?
They don't look like friends.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
He's gonna glance over at Chives, just like, bad boy.
He just growls, and then he like quickly switches his stance and looks to the left as another creature comes stomping out of the trees.
Crap.
Oh.
This one actually quicker. It kind of like bounds out of the trees and lands and slides on the ground. Odo Garen.
Oh.
Also
Lovely.
the black kind.
Well, nobody ever said this was gonna be easy.
Nope.
What did I get myself into?
Hey, come on. You're being helpful. Take some pride in it.
We got a bit of a battle map going on here.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, shit.
This page is so
It's been
green.
a while since I've...
Offensive-
It
It is
is.
I love-
offensively green.
It's so
I
funny.
don't know. I kind of like it.
It's been a while since I've seen a Stygian Zinogre. The last time it got back up and was very angry.
Let me full heal myself. Oops. And get rid of my 10 hit points.
Hey, look at that, Claw. You're fighting monsters.
Yeah, told you this quest was for me.
Not for me, apparently. Jesus. That's the worst initiative roll I think I've ever had.
Oof. That's a bad initiative roll for me, too.
Good one for me.
Fuck! Damn, the brothers
Damn,
just really
damn.
turned around and said skill issue.
Okay.
Where is Stygian Zinogre? Where do you live in my monster list? There he is.
Refresh my memory. I can still keep the 18, right?
Yeah, you have advantage. Yeah, you keep the higher number.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. First up in initiative order is going to be a Mr. Tsukuyomi. He is going to run on over here, and he's gonna do this. Already definitely hits. Stygian Zinogre. 25 slashing damage.
God, I love this music, man. Fuck.
It's good.
How am I not? I can't help but groove, man. Oh! I know.
I had to do the funny dog. Okay, on Odo Garen's turn, it is gonna leap over at you, Claw. Against Claw,
Alright.
23 to hit.
That misses.
20 to hit. Also misses. And 24 to hit.
That misses.
My goodness, you just parry all of its attacks with your shields. Wow, it's an ogre's turn? This is a funny initiative order. The Zinogre is going to bonus action, store a charge. It lets out a howl and charges up energy. And then it is going to jump over here.
Oh,
Against Hibiki first,
Oh boy.
25 to hit.
Yep.
It is 18 points of slashing damage and 10 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
Against Genzai, 27 to hit.
that hits.
27 slashing damage and 9 necrotic damage.
I will deflect attacks on that one. Let me just have to. 19, 20.
Wow. 25. You still take 11?
I take 11. Okay, is that 11 like total or?
It's 2 slashing damage and 9 necrotic damage.
Oh, okay, got it. So 11 total. Gotcha. Okay.
Tori gets one more against, this one's gonna be Phyrexius. 27 to hit.
27 hits.
It is 28 bludgeoning damage and 12 necrotic damage.
I
It is
resist necrotic.
Then it's 6, so total of 34.
30.
He does a sick
That's
backflip.
fine.
Hits you with his tail.
Hell yeah.
And then it's Phyrexius' turn.
Frix is gonna come up to Hibiki and be like, "Hey, you ready, brother?"
Ready as I always will be, brother.
Designate Hibiki as the companion and cast Enlarge on self, copying to Hibiki.
Big guys.
Big dudes. We will use our bonus action to, let's just stack some damage dice on top of that. With the edict.
Already
then-
turning nuclear.
And then also, let's, I'll give you some AC and add my charisma mod to your saving throws until my next turn. And then Soap will
Okay.
just go for a round of attacks here. Swing once, 20,
20 hits.
12, and then swing twice, 14.
Miss.
And that should be my turn.
Okay, Cole, you're up.
Wait, I should not be up. What's up with the initiative order? I should not be up. Hibiki
Oh,
no,
yeah,
Hibiki
Hibiki.
next.
Yeah, he begins next.
Alright. I will rage. Does that bring me up to Gargantuan? No, it doesn't bring me up to Gargantuan, right?
That's up to you.
Oh. I will rage to reach Gargantuan. I'll
You
spend
can
Oh,
spend
God.
multiple rages to do that, but yes, you
Yeah.
can definitely do that.
Yep. And I will just go for a full-on punch to its body. Kind of go for an uppercut to push it up.
Okay, when you're Gargantuan, you get one of those big punches.
Right. And I don't get like second hits, right? It's just a big one.
Yeah, when you're Gargantuan, you just do big ones.
Right.
Yeah. 22 hits.
Fuck,
Alright.
here we go.
It's whatever you're
The-
doing,
the-
plus an extra D.
36.
No, you're...
That's 20 D6.
You get whatever that formula is with the meteor, and then you also get 5d6 on top of that, and then also, I believe, Enlarge gives 1d4, right?
yeah, plus, yeah, so it's plus 5d6 and 1d4.
1d4.
160... 165?
Just go for the uppercut to the stomach.
Yeah, you crater this thing. You punch it. Literally, you just like punch it into a crater. It like squashing a bug. It does collect itself after you hit it, but holy crap, it's not looking good for it. It learned a lesson and it's thinking about what to do now.
My man really just hit the Asura's Wrath. Just
That'll be it for
Can
me.
I also use my reaction to hit it with my spear?
Yeah.
it's more fun.
21.
It's more fucking.
It's gonna be this plus the 1d4 for Enlarge as well.
Fucking
Poor
bonkers, dude.
fucking Sudoku.
Oh my god. Yeah, you launch your spear at it and it impales like past the shoulder blade and like sinks in deep. It's so not looking good for this guy.
It is not his. It is not his day.
That is
He's not having a good time.
Jesus
That'll be it for
Christ.
me.
Okay, now it's Claw's turn.
All right. Looks like they got that one covered. So we'll focus on the other Garon in front of him. Let's see. Stance up. Let's go shield bash. 23.
23 is.
Dope. 14. And then I'll just take the dodge action. We'll start slow.
Okay. Genzai.
All right, I'll spend 3 to make myself resistant to all damage except force, and then I gotta put this guy down. This is like after that. You got it.
Hits.
That's 17.
He's dead. He dies.
Gens just looks at him, just like, I'm sorry, buddy.
Okay, looks like you guys finished that guy up.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm coming. Yeah, and then Gen just basically flash steps over, just like, hey, Claw.
Hey, Genzai.
Is that it?
It does.
Oh wow. Let's have some fun with it. Let's hit him 3 more times.
That hits.
Wow.
It is the strongest stat block that exists for Odogar, and I'll say that much.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, listen. He gets a breather on the last one. He
One
gets
of
a
them
breather.
misses, Yep.
Yeah, one of them misses. Yeah, that'll be me.
All right. Tsukiyomi's turn. He's gonna pretty much. I mean, yeah, he literally teleports over here. Nah, he'll go all the way in. He's gonna go for this. 27 hits. The scabbard. 25 bludgeoning damage. And then he makes this one at advantage. 36 hits. 23 slashing damage. And he gets one more. 30 hits. 37 slashing damage.
Jesus.
And then he sheaths his sword. And all the damage happens when he sheaths his sword. Odogaren's turn. Odogaren doesn't think it's gonna hit Claw anymore, so it's gonna attack Genzai.
Bring it.
17 to hit Genzai.
Nope.
21 to hit Genzai.
Nope.
26 to hit Genzai.
That does hit, but go ahead, show me what the damage is.
It's
Or tell me what the damage is.
13.
Okay, well, okay, so I mean, I'm about to counter this right off rip. But I like rolling dice.
Yeah, you parry the claw attack.
Yeah, how about you make me a strength saving throw.
Mr. Tempered Ebony Odogaren. Strength save.
Oh, whoa!
10.
That's a fail. So you are eating. Wow, okay, damn, low rolls. It's okay, it's just 7 damage, but here, have that, just a quick shing!
When you parry him, he's gonna take a reaction. He, like, pummels away from your attack and then leaps back at you.
Ah! Hey, whoa!
31 to hit.
Okay, well that hits.
It is 15 piercing damage and 7 necrotic damage.
And I resist both of those.
And you're still in need of blights, right?
Yes!
Okay, then don't even bother with the Constitution saving throw. It's not gonna do anything.
Perfect. So how much damage am I taking considering I resist both of those types of damage?
15.
Just 15 flat?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Okay. Alright, we're good.
Alright. Phyrexius.
I will switch my designation to back to Soap as a companion. I will cast an Imbue Strike, and we will just run in there and go for a round of attacks.
That guy's dead. He's dead.
There's nothing left.
25.
hits.
It's gonna be this, and then 46.
Okay.
Second attack. 24.
4?
Oh, that was also
24.
what is it? roll 2d10 for charger as well. And then this is the damage on that attack.
Isn't there also like a strength saving throw?
A what?
A strength saving throw to knock him prone?
There is, yes, you're right.
He gets a 16.
He's prone.
You
Does
knock
not
him
save
prone.
on that.
Oh no.
And then I'll just go for an attack of my own. That's at advantage because he's prone.
Yeah, so 20 hits.
So it's gonna be that plus 6 plus an additional 1d4. 20 more damage.
Are we the baddies?
He already used his reaction to do his funny rebound, so I can't do that. This is probably when he should have done it.
Well, that should be it for me.
Alright, Hibiki,
Right.
you go back to being.
Yeah, I'm back to huge. I'm gonna move up here, and can I use brutal strike on my elemental javelin, energy javelin? Sorry.
Yes, I think so. I don't see why not.
Right. I'm gonna forgo. Sorry, I'm gonna use the brutal strike on my energy javelin.
Okay.
And yeah.
Alright, you, like, your aura, like, places a hand down on the ground and like, takes hold of the energies of the land and pulls them out and forms this blade that you just
Ooh.
wing at the creature. It is at disadvantage because it's a ranged attack against a prone creature, so it's 21, but it still hits.
Okay. Over damage.
13. What type of damage is it?
This is gonna be. I'll just say fire. Why not? Just fire.
Okay. He does not resist fire.
I know.
And then the brutal strike adds a D12
D12, yes.
and plus your rage. 7. Okay. Yep. Good. It does strike him. Explode around his body.
Sweet. I guess I'll do it again if I get a second attack.
Yeah, you do.
Right. And again. Actually, no. For this one, I'm just gonna go. Oh, I didn't even say. For brutal strike, extra damage on him on the next attack, and I would like to kind of push him back a bit. 15 feet.
just,
He just tumbles.
just slam him into the ground.
Yeah. And this for the last one, I'm gonna go for like a heavy throw, so I'm gonna go reckless. Yeah.
36 hits.
Jesus Christ.
Your advantage negates the disadvantage.
Yeah. 36 and 37.
That isn't a thing anymore yet.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't have that thing anymore. But
gotcha. Because of the weapon.
yeah, so the 36 hits, it is 10 plus your rage makes this much, and you don't. So your thing makes it so that like all of your attacks are brutal strikes. So you don't have to forgo disadvantage or advantage anymore. So you can still
Got you. Okay.
and add a d12.
All right. On it.
Oh.
Damn. All right. And that will be it for me.
Okay. So you said brutal strike. The first one you did, it said it added damage. What do you mean by that? Do you have to do more damage?
So, no, on the next attack, the damage is from my rage damage.
So that's now. You just attacked again. So that's another.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. All right, Claw, you're up.
All right. How's this fellow looking?
Still kicking. This Odogaron is a little different from other monsters you've seen. Its body is like very visibly covered in like battle scars, like scars from old battles. It looks like it's like a experienced battler. We haven't talked about what that means yet, but it's a thing.
I see.
It's
I
a tempered
see.
monster.
Okay. Alright, Claw will run over. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. Okay, yeah. I'll expend my temporary hit points, take out the sword, and we'll go for an attack. I'll stance first. Oh,
My goodness.
let's go!
Oh my
First
god.
crit
He
in a
was looking
million
pretty
years? Oh my lord, okay. And then, it's time to roll some dice.
I don't know if you
I
can
love
hit the number
rolling
you need to
dice.
hit for this, but it's still gonna be huge.
Yeah, let's see if I roll well. Damn, it's been so long, I forgot. Okay, it's 10d6, which means...
You guys handle that Zenogre the way that you handle like the regular monsters in Monster in the Wilds, by the way.
Alright, 67 damage.
Oof. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then, I'll take dodge action. That's it for me.
Okay. Gedzai.
It's weird. I feel like I'm mercy killing a lot today.
Oh
my God.
20. Yep, it hits.
Yep. And then we go again.
18 hits.
Oh my god, these poor I feel
Another
bad.
18. My god.
Yeah, let's have 3 more.
24 hits. 24 hits. 13. 26 hits. Well,
There you go.
get yourself a nice combo on the down creature that still hasn't been able to pick itself up yet.
God.
Anybody
else feel bad? I kind of feel bad.
Tsukiyomi's gonna teleport over here and go for this. That hits. 19, and then those both hit. Yeah, that's enough. He appears and like draws his blade in a flash, and then he sheaths it. And as he does, you see like the after image of his cuts, and the creature stops moving.
Huh. Sword back on the back. Damn. Man, it has been a while. It has been a while.
See, even if it was a trap, we'd have it handled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, where's Chives?
He's chilling. He's like behind Hibiki, like vibing, having a good time. He looks happy. He's doing like a stupid dog, like panting at you.
Don't.
All right, let's keep moving.
Wait a second.
Oh,
You're not worried about a trap for yourselves. You're about to deliver medicine to a child. You don't even know where it came from.
Well, we can't exactly test it.
yeah. I mean, if we show up and it's a trap, we could deal with it, right?
Well, not if it's poison.
Hmm.
Interesting.
You said that a child traveled from here to the city to get medicine.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And you met him in Little Yukimo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clearly, you're onto something here. Why don't you share with the class?
He like thinks for a minute and then just kind of sighs and starts walking.
But,
Oh.
or you could just not say anything, I guess.
He doesn't. Just keeps going.
It's like, why even question it if you're not going to say anything? don't get it.
Here, we'll see what happens when we get there. Worst case scenario,
Yeah.
I could try the medicine and see if it's poison.
I mean, can't you like? Can you see it with your eyes?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Chives follows him, just trots on up after him.
Here, let me read the fine print of my eyes. I'll read the fine print of his eyes.
Your eyes come with a manual?
Yeah, it's in the journal.
Huh?
It's in the journal. Right, it's to the right. You don't see it there?
Oh, okay. I'm convinced he's finally lost his mind.
Yeah, you know, it pops up right in front of me.
Did he hit his head too hard recently, or?
No, yeah, I don't think I can evaluate medicine, unfortunately.
Damn. Yeah, you can only tell if people are under magical effects, I suppose.
Yeah, I can, however, see if the girl is sick, I guess,
Oh.
when we get there, so we could fact check that, but that's the full extent of it.
All
I
right.
probably
Let's
should have checked that kid's alignment.
Ye-
I just assume all kids are pure of heart.
I mean, it's not a bad viewpoint. Most of the kids that we meet are pretty pure.
Chives just can't
Yeah.
evil.
What?
Oh,
No, he's unaligned. He's unaligned. He's
okay. Okay.
Jesus Christ! Don't scare us like that.
Not too bow wow, bro.
Could you imagine that the simultaneous forehead turn at this dog? This fucking evil dog. Jesus. All right, let's keep moving.
Yep.
You know, it felt nice to fight monsters for a change that weren't, world-ending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
because
not.
it's gonna be easy.
I know, right? It's a nice break.
For sure.
When Monster Hunter
Absolutely.
sends its dog monsters for my meme combat, it does not send its best, I'll tell you that much. I'm like, I need some dogs. Man, the dogs in this series are weak.
Don't listen to him, Zenogra. I still love you, baby. It's okay. Don't listen to him.
They're weak, relatively speaking. 10 levels ago, that would have been a very difficult challenge.
Yeah, that's true. We have leveled up our game. we're demigods at this point.
You get up to the to that monastery where there are some people moving about that are wearing like white cloaks. And Chives is like stopped at the entrance, and Tsukiyomi's like stood there as well, kind of like perched beside the door.
Law is like looking at everyone's alignment that he sees.
There's a lot of neutral and neutral good.
Okay. Hello? Claw will walk up to the monastery.
One of the like more priestly individuals spots you calling. Oh, hail! Well, what can we do for you? I imagine all of that commotion down there. You must have destroyed some monsters nearby. Thank you.
Yeah, we're here to deliver some medicine.
Really?
Yeah, a kid from Little Yukumo said that his sister is sick and that he got some medicine.
Oh, young Ike. Very good. I can show you to where she is.
All right.
Seems like a good start. Come on, Chives.
He like whoops at you, but does not move from Tsukiyomi's side.
What?
Come on, Tsukiyomi.
Oh,
He like looks around at all of the like priests and then follows. You're led inside, and then toward the back, there's a staircase that heads down into a basement, and again, this is like ruins that were sort of repurposed into kind of a monastery. And you can see in here that there are like symbols and sigils that are like these white flags bearing red dragons that are the spitting image of the flags that were flown in Shrade before Luna.
I see. So what's the deal with this place?
Well, we're trying to help the sick and disparaged that can't get along very well over in Grandine.
That seems like a pretty noble cause.
Can I insight check that?
Sure. Again, inside check.
Well, we gotta double check, you know. 16.
Doesn't seem to be lying.
Okay.
He leads you down a staircase into sort of a basement, with like there's like this sort of torchlit room, for which this music is not appropriate.
Damn.
It is. Let me throw on like just a few beings. You are in the wilderness. There are like many sick beds. There's probably about a dozen people here that look immobilized by illness. Varying ages and races, of like quite a few of them. And there are people tending to them. It doesn't look very good.
Ooh.
You sort of all step in there, and Tsukuyomi stops at the door, and Chives like stops beside him.
What? Come on. He's gonna stand there all dour, or you gonna come in here?
This isn't right.
What do you
Gen's
mean?
Gonna, like, Gen's gonna lean a little closer. Like, what are you talking about?
What kind of illness do these people have?
I don't know. Well, yeah, Claw will look, I guess. What's the disease?
When you use your eyes, I'm gonna DM whisper to you.
Oh, fuck!
Uh,
Oh!
Because you recognize it. Entertain chat for a second.
wow. That sounds a banger.
Bow wow wow. Bow wow wow. We're about to learn information that is spooky and scary, I'm sure. Surely nothing bad will happen in an episode of Hunt for the Starry Sky.
Surely nothing bad will happen in an episode of Hunt for the Starry Sky in episode 100.
100.
100,
This
no.
is supposed to be a celebratory episode.
Yeah. He says that, but he's quiet.
You have seen this before. You recognize it.
Yeah, Claw will, I'm like, hey, group huddle for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
So, these guys they're kind of suffering from luminous stasis.
What?
What?
What even is that?
Claw doesn't have the know-how to explain what luminous stasis is. It's bad.
It's real bad, let's put it that way.
I mean, it makes sense how they did so much in such little time here.
What would have caused it?
Well,
Well, I can think of one person that might have been the stepping stone for that.
Mm,
You know who did this to people?
It's a working theory. It's not... I can't say if it's fact or not, but Usually when something really bad like this happens, he's never too far behind.
Name.
And Ken's gonna look at the guys like, is he on the level? Like, do we tell him or not?
Sure.
Don't suppose you know about Dionia?
He, like, hard squints at you. He's the one who sent me to the New World.
Mm-hmm. Had a feeling.
These people. The ones in the white cloaks. He sent them too.
Uh-huh.
Those weren't hunters that came with me to the New World.
Researchers?
They're not researchers. They're zealots. Cultists. They follow my brother.
Your brother?
He's probably the one that gave that kid the medicine.
Shit.
I don't know if... Do we even know if medicine can help whatever this is?
It can't.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And if there's one thing I'm sure of, it's that Gozen is not trying to help anyone.
Wait.
Wait,
Wasn't that the name of the
Oh.
dude?
the Shogunate?
Tsukuyomi is Tsukuyomi Mikoto. He is Gozen's brother.
Shit.
I'll remind you of a little bit of lore. Tsukuyomi is a revenant, and he's
Yeah.
a revenant because
Yeah.
he was killed by Gozen.
Yeah!
Yeah,
it's all starting to line up a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, like, the gears are turning in Gen's head. Like, you know that doesn't get it to gets it. You know, like that zoom in on his brain. He's just
He goes over to
Oh,
Chives
no.
and kneels down and digs through the bag and finds the beaker of medicine. He holds it up and then just smashes it on the floor.
What? I don't know if that was the right play while we were in the middle of all this.
Maybe... Okay. How about we just get the girl out of here?
Where are we gonna take her?
Back
As
to her
we
brother.
saw, the people. Yeah, well, the people in Grandine aren't exactly the most hospitable.
You can't take her to
True,
Grandin.
but
Exactly.
then where are we gonna take her?
They're hiding this illness out here, not helping people.
What do we do?
Kill Gozen. One.
Well, I'm sure that's easy for you to say. But we're not trying to cause a political war right now.
Yeah, we're trying to get more popular. And save this kid's sister.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well,
Maybe lead with the important one first.
Gozen didn't lift a finger to save it when it was... Never mind.
No. Speak freely.
I don't think I will.
Look, if this guy's an asshole, a grade A asshole, it's better that we know.
Our sister had this illness too. She and I were both afflicted by Dieval's curse. Because of her illness, she didn't make it.
Shoot. And from the sounds of things, he didn't seem to care all that much.
Gozen said that we who were afflicted by the curse were out of favor with the divine dragon.
Oh, man. Why is it always cults and crazy people everywhere we go?
Gozen's not crazy. He's just ambitious.
He sounds ambitious in a bad, crazy way, though.
I don't really care.
At least from
if
what
he's
you're
crazy.
saying.
I just want to take his head.
Yeah, you just want him dead. Yeah, we got that part. Surprised he didn't say anything about my sword.
You met him?
Yeah.
Don't trust a word he says to you.
I fucking definitely won't now. Still, that brings us back to our original point. What are we going to do about the girl?
You're best off lying about it. You can either crush a child's dreams and tell him that his sister's going to get better, when she won't, or you can crush his dreams by telling him you didn't deliver any medicine to her and she's not going to get better.
Damn it. Well, boys, looks like it's option A for us.
This isn't easy, man.
No, it's not. What do you think, Claw?
I mean, shouldn't the kid be with his sister?
Probably better off in the city.
Well, we gotta go break this news one way or the other, so let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
Brandine looks flashy and happy from the outside. But the people on top are some of the most wretched individuals who have ever lived.
Wouldn't be the first time. I said it when we got there. I said it. There was something off about that place.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. You coming, Tsukiyomi?
He doesn't look like he's gonna move, but then like Chives doesn't move when he doesn't. He's like, I guess.
At the very least, we got to bring his buddy back. So come on.
Right,
Are we
I'll
really
go with
sure
you.
we're not going to bring the girl with us?
Where are we gonna put her?
I don't know.
We can't bring her to Grandine. They're not gonna fucking help.
It's just going to
But
put
are
her
they
at risk.
helping here?
And the kid.
Well, it's like Tsukiyomi said. Either we bring the girl with us and say, hey, we didn't give her the medicine, and she's not going to get better, or we give them a little bit of hope.
It seems like they're trying to hide all of this too. So if we bring her to the city and they find her, what do they do?
But then aren't we just as bad as them?
I'm all for drawing steel
No,
and
but-
Gozen in the streets, but it's not gonna work.
We're not as bad as them because we're going to figure out a way to fix all this at some point. The sooner the better. They're trying to hide it. We're going to do something about it. Because that's what true heroes do.
All right. We'll figure something out then.
Same as we always do.
Yeah.
Let's head back to Grandine. This place is leaving a pretty sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
You guys take your leave and head back the couple of miles downhill toward the city. And upon your arrival, Tsukuyomi vanishes, and Chives is very confused by that. You first notice Chives looking around confusedly, looking for his buddy, and find that the reason for his confusion is that Tsukuyomi is gone.
Gad's gonna look at Chimes like, yeah, he does that. He just kind of,
Chives looks a little sad.
Okay, Chives.
Oh, it's okay, buddy. He's gonna give him a pat on the head. It's okay, buddy.
Yeah, we're bringing you back to your friend.
Come on.
He woofs and follows you.
Ooh, who's a good boy? And then we'll take him back.
You head back toward Little Yukumo and head toward the Shogun's manse. On your way in, you can spot Otsune, nearby, perched on sort of this cobblestone half wall. She's kind of laid to the side, and she's huffing a pipe. You proceed past her and up into the Shogunate's manse, where you find IT is there talking to Gozen at the back of the room.
Jan's gonna lean down to Claw like, you should probably give him a once-over with your eyes.
Yeah, Claw will do that.
You head over. Claw, you activate your eyes. And Gozen just kind of stood with his arms folded and fingers to his chin. His head turns toward you, Claw, and he makes eye contact with you while you're doing it. Gozen's alignment is chaotic neutral. Ike is a child. His alignment is
His alignment is baby.
Neutral good.
He's just baby.
He's just a boy.
Just a wee lad.
Just a lad.
Hey, Ike.
The heroes are back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and
With your
Chives.
friends, too.
Yeah, we brought your buddy.
Chives goes bounding over and almost barrels him down and throws his paws up over his shoulders and starts licking his face. And he "Ow, you're the one that ran away from me. Goes and looks over all of you and, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Yep, got everything sorted.
Hmm.
Very good.
I'd say mission accomplished.
Ike gives a bright smile at you and then looks up at Gozen and says, "It's good news. You should stay here, Ike. You'll be safer here than heading back there. I'll bring you back there to visit. But for now, for the sake of your health, stay." Ike and I both owe you our thanks.
No thanks necessary. And he looks at Ike, just, it's what true heroes do.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I'll make sure I tell everyone what you guys did.
You just look after yourself, alright, kid?
Of course,
We'll be doing a lot more heroic acts.
I'll be helping out the Shogun any way I can.
And keep an eye on Chives, he really likes to run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He always finds his way back, though.
Yeah, you got a good boy there. You take care of yourself now, all right?
I will.
Give him a smile and a wave.
Same.
All right. 1 down, 2 to go. Well, how about that test of reflexes thing, Hibiki? You feeling up to it?
Sure, but never easy lying to a kid.
I'm assuming we're out of the building when we're saying this because.
Well, if you turn to leave, Gozen's hand hits your shoulder, Genzai.
Oh.
One moment, hero.
he like kind of like slightly turns his head back. Just something I can help you with, Shogunate.
I'm sure you have thoughts about what you witnessed out there. You should know. The people that suffer affliction, they need a place to be kept safe. The most vulnerable among us. They aren't so appreciated here. My people are protecting them.
Yeah. You're just doing what you can, right?
I don't know that there is a lot that we can do. But I
Figure
will
something out.
I will find a
Well,
way
that's
to
good.
cure them.
Good. That's the most
My
important.
insight check that.
that.
20.
I have to whisper it to you.
Okay, that lines up with my read on him. Okay. Yeah. Well, hold you to it.
I think the whole world will. Soon.
Well, and again, Gan hasn't even fully turned around. He's only got his head slightly turned backwards. Just, if that'll be all, we got more work to do.
Off with you then, Hideyoshi. And he lifts his hand from your shoulder.
You take care now. And he'll keep walking. Once they're outside, Gan's gonna look down at Claw. What'd you think?
It seems like he's at least trying to find a cure.
But not very hard.
No.
Yeah, I figured. Gotta be seen to make a difference, not actually make a difference around here, seems like.
Yeah.
Smoke and mirrors. That's all this place is.
Yeah. Let's do what we got to, and then let's try to make some change.
Sounds like a plan. All right, a test of reflexes. Nothing, nothing too difficult for the realm's strongest, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely our strong suit.
Well, for the two of you, sure.
Huh? I was talking about you, not me.
I am the slowest one here. There's no
But
way.
you are the strongest one here.
That's fair. That's fair. I was thinking more about the upcoming thing that we were gonna do.
Oh,
Dexterity
what?
ain't my thing.
I mean, the test of reflexes. It mentioned something about a strong person to like test for something, right? What was the description of it again, Star?
The Artificer's Workshop here is looking for someone. The text was, they have a machine which can simulate the strength of some of the most powerful Elder Dragons ever documented, and they're looking for someone to test it.
Oh,
Eh?
curious.
It's
Let's make it happen.
supposed to be for the contest, for the tournament.
Ooh. Well,
Oh,
let's go put on our Tory faces, everybody. We got some testing to do.
let's go.
Alright, we're heading over to the Artificer's Workshop.
Yes, sir.
That place has a name. What did I? It's called Neo Flash. You're headed over there. It's on the kind of the opposite side of the city, like on the western side. We're gonna take our 5-minute break before we find out what's going on there. We will be back
Yes, sir.
momentarily,
Alright.
folks. Hello, friends. We are back. All right, my dudes. You're headed over to the Artificer's Workshop. It's got a big sign outside, a big flashy white sign. The name of it is Neo Flash. It looks like a big hangar. And as you sort of proceed through the open double doors, it's like deja vu. You've been in this building before, but not really. You've been in a building with precisely the same layout before. It looks almost exactly identical to the hangar that you guys found Equal Dragon Weapon in. It's got sort of like that platform that you emerge on, and down below there's like that big open space for something. And what's occupying that space presently, it looks like the parts to a Dragonator, but it's all in pieces, and there's the big giant spear that's like suspended in the rafts. It's totally pieced up, pulled apart. And there are a few people here, people that look like artificers that are working on. There's a couple of them. There's like this mannequin with just a helmet on it, and it's missing a faceplate, but it looks like a motorcycle helmet. It looks like extremely close to the one that you saw Dee Dee wearing. It's being worked on presently. And then also in the room are some people that you recognize. The Prism Rangers are here. All of them.
Oh my god.
Oh god damn it!
The Prism Rangers!
Oh hell yeah.
The leader, Tadrian, looks to you. The Starry 7! You made it! We thought we might see you. I imagine you're
Glad to see
here
you.
for some trials?
A test of our reflexes, actually.
Wonderful. That will be great to watch. It'll be great data for when we meet in combat.
Oh, you think we're gonna just show off our best moves just like that?
Well, you better bring your best moves, because what we have here is a cut above your usual combat trial.
You do not know how many times we fought things way above our grade.
You think so? Way above your grade, and you came out unscathed. I wonder
Kind of looks at everybody. Yeah.
That's what makes a hero.
just how high is your grade?
we can just say that we're G rank, right?
Yeah.
About as high as you can think, and then like add 2 or 3 grades on top of that.
Is that so? Perhaps we'd best make this test more interesting then.
Oh. And what do you propose?
He looks over at the head artificer who's like tuning the machine, and he says, "Why don't we make a contest out of it? I'll join you."
How does that make it a contest?
Why don't you try and land a hit on me?
Oh, you're serious?
Tune the machine to its highest settings, and while that's happening, try and land a hit.
Seems like a fair shake. What do you guys think?
Well, by all means, man.
Now, is this trial a 1-to-1 basis, or can we all participate at the same time?
I'll let as many of you try as you wish, but for each one of you that does, that's 1 extra hit.
Ooh. What do you guys think? Should we try this one-on-one?
I mean, I'd like to participate.
Yeah. If you want to do this one-on-one, that's fine by me, but I'm kind of itching.
Now, is that an extra hit per person, or just an extra hit in general? Can someone hit you multiple times?
Overall.
Ooh. Gan's gonna pull everybody into a huddle. Like, what do we think, boys?
I think we can do this.
I'm
But
pretty good at hitting things.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you guys are
too.
down, then I guess that's what we're doing.
Quick question: does Soap count as a participant?
Yes.
Okay, so that brings the total to 5, and we all got to get a hit once. We might be. We could probably manage that, right?
Who do you think we are?
I like that energy, but that's also on top of whatever this test is. All right. The Starry 7 accept your challenge.
Perfect. Then, let's get to it. He runs over and leaps down off of the rafters. It's like a 60-foot drop, and he does the sickest flip on his way down. Lands perfectly, sticks the landing.
Does he do
I
the
refu-
3-point superhero landing?
No, he lands in a T-pose. He hits the
Oh.
he hits the perfect T-pose landing.
Okay, I refuse to be outdone by that. Gen will do the same and hit more flips.
When you land, he's you land and regard him, and he is doing the sickest pose, the most bombastic Kamen Rider pose you've ever seen to greet you as you land.
Gan will hit a pose of his own, sort of similar to his, but think more Ichigo.
Gen's taking tips from Claw now?
Yeah, he'll hit the fucking all the way over.
Well, that's not half bad, but you'll need a uniform.
Already wearing it.
Is that all? Where's your sense of style?
Are you kidding? Look at the coin patterns. Look at all of these.
Most of you are blue.
saying
You
this
can't all be blue.
I was born this way.
nothing I can do to fix that.
In case you didn't realize, I didn't exactly choose this look. I was kind of born like this. Well, I mean, the clothes, sure, but...
Could wear a mask. All heroes are cooler with masks.
Now, you see, I agree with that. But I lost my mask a long time ago.
Why don't we both get masks?
We could?
But do it after the competition, so that you're not stealing
Well,
one thing.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so we're getting masks after we're done here, Hibiki.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Oh, Hibiki, we got it. We gotta do the thing.
Fastball special?
Well, yeah, that, but remember that little speech we talked about all that time ago?
Oh. Oh. You're gonna have to refresh me on that. I remember that.
Okay, hang on. he'll take out his journal, and he'll flip back. There you go, check your DMs.
Yep. Gotcha.
Dude,
Right.
Yeah, we gotta do it when the fight starts, though. We can't do it now. It's too early.
All right. Your cue.
You got it.
Once you reach the lower floor, Tangerine gestures up at the platform above, and there's a flash, and the room changes and turns into another environment entirely. Some kind of magical hologram of sorts overtakes the room and transports you to this, looks like undersea ruin of some kind. Ooh.
Ooh.
And Tangerine squares up. He poses, soldier of joy, champion of futures unknown, seer of the unseen. It is I, Prism Tangerine.
Gan will take a step forward, and he will, as he says this, point to Hibiki. The mighty mountain!
Swift as a bolt of lightning.
We will be
your end.
He reaches up and swipes a hand across his shoulder, and as he does, there's a wisp of magic, and a sword enters his hand. It is a small sword, more like a short sword. Just that. It's very bombastic in design, very magical, and it has this sort of like Mobius loop, like vertically along the hilt. He twirls it and lowers it to his side. Roll initiative.
I'm glad we finally got to say the thing.
Yeah.
We came up with that idea so long ago, and I was like, when's the right time?
This is it.
Damn. Oh, is it just Gan and Hibiki down here then?
I don't know. You guys made a choice.
Where's the rest of our
Yeah,
boys?
I'll
I thought y'all were coming down too. I assumed it was gonna
I
be
didn't know
all
if we were
five
doing
of us.
this like one at a time. I
thought this was supposed to be like 1v1s. Yeah, I thought it was like 1v1.
I wasn't exactly sure on the rules of it, but if we're all here,
And listen, it's up to you guys. It could be Gan and Hibiki first, and then Phyrexius and Claw, or it could be all five of us at once. It's up to you guys. It's just for each one of us that's an extra hit we gotta land on him.
Yeah, we just gotta land one hit each. That's it.
let me roll initiative. Damn, I'm not rolling very
Damn,
well.
that guy has a 32 to initiative. Crazy.
Cheater.
How does it feel to be on the other end of that?
I just rolled a 4 and got a 14. So
He's not standing still in his stance. He's like hopping from one foot to another. Like he's like squaring up. He's doing exercises. He is going first. The boy is going to move lightning quick right in front of you, Genzai.
Ooh!
And he like twirls his sword on his palm, like around your head, extremely fast, like doing butterfly knife tricks, and then draws it back,
Ooh.
and then leaps back from you, and starts bobbing on each foot. You're up, Genzai.
Okay. Gen will just as quick kind of spin up towards him, reach for his sword, and then start quickly throwing his fists.
Okay. 18. 18 misses. Your fist goes out toward him, and he, like, quick as the wind, sidesteps it, and it goes right past his face, and he goes, "Whoa!"
I'm just getting warmed up.
You throw another fist, and he doesn't just duck underneath it, he swivels underneath it.
Damn. Okay. Then we will flurry of blows. Oof.
Your next one comes, and he takes a step back, and it whips right past his face. You square up, fill your fist with energy, and throw a haymaker at him, and he leans up toward it, like faster than you've ever seen, and with one fingertip, he touches the tip of your fist, and then just ducks it, goes right over his head. What?
I got a natural 20. What?
You missed.
What? Oh, there's some bullshittery going on here, Mr. Geezer. There's some bullshittery going on here, and I'm not a fan of it.
You haven't been fighting him long enough for me to show you the text.
Oh, that's... Oh, hang on, sorry. That's... I hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong one. That was not my hand wraps. Hang on. Ah, dang it. You know what? I'll pump 3 Magatama points into that to boost that by 6 to 24. Dang.
You throw one more fist at him, and he sidesteps it and then like pushes your arm aside, and like the two of you kind of like separate. You'll have to be faster than that.
Evidently. You're pretty light on your feet.
Fastest man alive. What can I say?
Oh, we'll see about that. Alright, that's my turn.
Call, you're up.
Alright, let's see. I'll pull up next to Genzai. Let's stance up. Shield bash time. 32.
32 hits.
Dope. So I'll do 9 damage.
Your shield hits him, and he like brings an arm down and parries the attack with a back step. And you see that the hit was not clean.
Ooh.
Doesn't count.
What?
Not a clean hit. Okay, alright, so we got a... Alright, there's a hit confirm involved here somewhere.
He used uncanny dodge.
Motherfucker. Oh, Sly dog.
Wait, how does this game work? This game, is he trying to hit us too, or are we just trying to hit him?
Not trying to hit
We're
you.
trying to hit him.
And you must
Okay, we're just
get a
trying to-
clean hit. You must deal full damage.
Okay. Okay, Claw will expend those temp hit points and go for a sword attack. 32.
32 hits.
Alright.
13. That one counts. It deals full damage.
I'll hold back a little bit. Claw will not sneak attack.
He
I'm not trying to take you out this early.
This. That's 20 on the con save. Alright.
Oh my
God.
Holy.
Wow. Okay. Understood.
It is Hibiki's turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna move up. I'm gonna go over here. And I am just gonna go for like a... Actually, if I rage, do I have the choice to summon that spirit? Or could I just rage and just be normal sized?
You don't have to get big if you don't want to.
Alright, then yeah, I'm just gonna rage. And still normal sized, and I'm just gonna go for a kick on the side of his leg.
Okay. Holy, yeah, that hits.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go. Alright, so I just go run up and just go for like a cheeky kick on the side of the leg. Try to get him off balance a bit.
Okay, that's 2. That counts.
Alright.
Let's start it off a little. Well, let's not pump a lot of stuff into this. Let's just gauge our damage. Let's gauge our damage real quick. We will. I'm gonna get on Soap's back, and we're just gonna run this way, and then run up to him to get the charger bonus. And then Soap will go for a round of hits. 30.
30 hits.
It's gonna be this plus roll 2d10. Oh, whoops. Roll 2d10, not c10. 18. And he has to do a strength save to see if he gets prone.
Vision Tangerine replaces all non-dexterity saving throws with charisma saving throws. 21.
Okay. Good to know.
I see. Okay. We will go for another attack. I'll actually use my reaction to swing at him as well. 33. Oh, that was almost in that 20.
33 hits.
3, that's going to be 8 damage. Soap goes for another attack. That's almost that 20 again, too.
That one he will cast shield.
Okay. And then I will use my action to attack as well.
17 misses.
17. Alright. That'll be my turn for now.
On Tangerine's turn, he is He looks around at all of you surrounding him and says, "Okay, you are pretty good.
The best around.
How about this?" And he raises 2 fingers to his forehead and swipes them across his forehead, and it makes this sort of magical halo appear over his face. And then it opens up down over his eyes and forms almost like a visor. And he begins to move faster.
Oh.
He's gonna zip on over here. On initiative count 20, all of you make a dexterity saving throw.
You got it.
All right.
I have advantage on those.
Same.
The DC is 24.
Booyah.
I'll re-roll that.
Wow.
Let's go!
I guess it's
that's
Hibiki and Phrixus fail it. It is 93
Okay.
points of lightning damage.
Ow.
Oh.
A blast drops on you. It doesn't actually hurt though, it is simulated.
Oh.
It's just like the force of this attack, but there's no actual lightning. Genzai, with your like ability to sense energy and ki, you can feel that it's a simulated blast from an extremely powerful Elder Dragon. But because it is simulated, it is not truly damaging to you.
Ah.
Oh.
Huh.
Interesting. You should deduct the HP though. If you go down, you go down. You'll be eliminated if you go down.
Should I like calculate this separately so we regain? I'm guessing we regain all of this. At the
Yeah,
end of the
afterwards.
combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just mark it down separately, just so I
Again, all I'm
Yeah.
hearing right now is the life point sign. The
And then it's Genzai's turn.
Gen is going to zip over here, then zip behind him. And now the sword's coming out.
All of your attacks.
The punches
are
were
at
to
disadvantage.
gauge. Oh, they are they? Wasn't that just wonderful? You've gotta be. Why am I always the one getting punished every
You-
time?
You swing your sword at him, and he like spins his sword and parries your attack, and like sidesteps around you.
Come on with that. All right, 3
He
more.
ducks that one.
Okay, I'm gonna pump. Fuck it, I'm about to pump 3 more key points into that to make that a 27.
You make it a 27. You pump all your ki into it, and you swing the blade up, and he does he does a backflip and like stands on one hand, and your sword just passes right by him.
God. I don't like you. You.
Yep. He bobs, ducks, weaves through your 2 more attacks.
5th one. Have another 3 key points to make that 29.
No dice. It whiffs him.
What is happening right now? Why am I the only one to
Holy.
get
He
hit him?
does a
You getting fucked up.
the Tenkaichi like spot dodge thing. I don't know what it's called. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're quick. I don't like you.
Well,
I'm not enjoying this.
Alright, Claw will run up. Stance up. So now we're hitting at, what's it called? Normal, not disadvantage. Let's go for Shield Bash.
you stand. It's neutral because of
Ow.
disadvantage. So you
Yeah.
swing your shield at him, and he lowers the tip of his sword, and he's barely even holding it. It's like dangling on his hand, and he stops it with just the tip of the sword.
Oh. Can I go back and re-roll that?
Wait, why?
It just hit me that I don't get another attack unless I hit that.
Why are we re-rolling it though?
Because I was like, in my brain, I was like, oh, if I miss that, I'll just use the other and then I realize I need to hit that attack to get my second attack.
I'm still not understanding why we're re-rolling it.
There's
What's
luck
your-
points, right?
Is that...
I didn't hit, right?
You did not.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my luck point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll re-roll that. 33?
Ooh.
What do you think about the syntax here? The 20 still happened, but you... Try again? Would you attack again?
No, this is the same attack. I just re-rolled it.
Yeah,
With a
that
luck
makes
point.
sense with a luck point. He will uncanny dodge that.
Alright, so he still takes damage though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't matter what the number is. I gain some amount of temporary, and then I spend that for a sword attack.
Okay.
Oof. I will, upon missing that, I will roll again with advantage. Ouch. I didn't see it. Wait.
It's a
Oh.
20!
Wait a second.
It totals 20, which for you is a crit.
Patch
Yeah.
notes!
Oh.
Notes!
You draw the blade and you go for an attack that you hone in with your special eyes. You draw in close with that blade right toward his heart, and it's going to pierce his heart. You feel this is your moment. This is your critical strike. And as your blade thrusts forward, it strikes only wind, as he has dodged. And he, whoa! You're pretty quick yourself.
Funny technique you got there.
I think the
That's
word
it
you're
for
looking
Claw.
I think the word you're looking for is annoying.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Question. So, each of us just need to hit him once.
You've already hit him 4 times.
Yeah, I'm the only one that hasn't hit him!
Yeah, we've already hit 4 times, which means only one more attack needs to land.
All right. I'm just gonna go up here, but while I'm running, I'm just gonna go for like a drop kick towards him,
Okay.
recklessly. And oh fuck!
Genzai,
Oh,
Yeah?
make a dexterity saving throw.
no, no.
So you run up and you go to drop kick Tangerine, and he ducks underneath you, and you go right over his head as he like limbos underneath you, and your feet go right over his head and into Genzai's chest.
Oh shit!
Genzai, you go flying and you strike against the wall.
Move up. Oh, sorry, Genzai.
Saint side!
He's strong, but he's not the fastest.
I didn't know whether that was a pass or fail. That's why I didn't re-roll it, but you know what? It's funny, so I'll let it slide.
Me too, brother. Me too.
Oh, fuck. You okay, Genzai? Shit, I'm sorry.
I think you broke a rib.
Oh. I guess since I have one action left, it's okay. I'll make this count. And I turn around and I move to Tangerine, and I'll go for a body shot. Yeah.
37 hits.
Oh.
You like collect yourself and go charging toward him as he's like posing and taunting you, and you run up and just plunge your fist into his chest, and and he goes tumbling across the ground and lands in a heap. And
Yeah, it's not so funny now, is it?
no,
No, it's
Okay.
not, isn't it?
you are quite strong.
Oh.
You could take this round. Ugh. Okay, next time. Next time, I'll do something. I'm just gonna rest for a minute.
Take your time, big guy.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't
bro.
mean to hit you so hard.
The Starry
Yeah,
7
bro.
will do that to you.
Ground's looking pretty comfortable right now. Peels himself off the wall.
The simulation dissipates around you and returns to kind of that hangar that you were in. Oh. I should have said 2 hits for each of you.
Yeah, would have been more fair.
That's the data round. That's the one where I learn your secret techniques.
Oh. So round 2?
At the tournament. We'll meet again later. After
We'll
I've
meet
had
again
time
there,
to
as
collect myself.
Of course.
Hibiki's gonna walk up to him and lend a hand, kind of like pick him up. Sorry about that.
He he reaches up and then brings his hand down back to his chest and a hero accepts help from another hero. And he reaches up and takes your hand and lets you pick him up. Very dramatically.
Well, you're one hell of a fast fighter, that's for sure. As Hibiki helps dust off like his shoulders and the sides.
Well, you may be all strength and no speed, but maybe I am just the opposite.
Once you get caught, oh my goodness.
Hey, you're just like me.
Now I know you're fast enough to catch me. Like not many others are.
I'm one of the fastest around. Well, not in terms of how fast I run, but I can hit you faster than anyone.
True.
It seems. We'll just see if that skill carries you through a battle with myself and all of my compatriots.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, if you
Looking
wanted to
forward
see speed, you haven't seen anything yet.
True. He's the fastest one.
Now this I have to see. You'll have to show
At the
it to me when
tournament.
it counts.
Yeah, that's a secret tool for later.
Well, we have more training to do. And I suppose so do you.
Yeah, I guess after points to Genzai after he recovers, but the simulation should be okay now. You feeling okay, Genzai?
I don't think the simulation accounts for friendly fire.
Well, some recovery's gonna happen for a bit.
Picks himself up and just like dusts himself off a bit.
You gather back up on the platform, and the prison rangers make sure to hit a group pose for everybody to see before they leave in the most human, normal way possible.
I hate those. I hate all of them.
But they're so cool and they're pretty nice. What's not to like about them?
Gansky goes just for his red eye. He's like,
Don't worry, Genzai. Maybe one day it'll be as cool as them.
He just got a punch claw right in the arm. He had no warning this time. He just punches him straight in the arm.
Hey, what's that for?
Do you want another one?
Just trying to give you hope.
One of the scientists comes over and says, "Thanks for that. That'll be good data. All of this needs to be tested before the tournament, and we did need some people to actually move quickly and try to dodge the dangerous things. Hopefully nobody actually gets hurt when it's active, live."
Well, it's an interesting piece of machinery you got here.
Yeah, where'd you gather the data from?
Well, lots of the hunters around here have been battling elder dragons and submitting as much data as they can about them. We're only working off of information, of course. A giant blast of lightning is certainly within the normal skill set of some certain Elder Dragons.
That is true.
It does a whole lot more than that.
Oh,
Or we'll see.
weird request. You couldn't make a mask for me and my buddy here, or where we need to go for that?
He kind of like looks over at the mannequin where they're working on what looks like something very similar to Dee Dee's mask, and actually, that's a request we're taking more and more frequently these days.
Huh.
Yeah, with the popularity of the Prism Rangers, I'm one of them. I got caught too. I want a mask.
Well, actually, they're new here.
Oh.
Lots of younger folk are very interested in Dee Dee's mask.
Right. Yeah, because she was the famous hunter.
You don't need a mask, Ibiki. The realest
Yeah,
heroes
but-
just show their face as a symbol for hope.
People really do like the mystery.
There's that too.
You're
Well, I
wearing
get your point,
giant.
though.
You have giant sunglasses that I specifically requested to be made for you.
Yeah, but you can still see my face. They just make my face look cooler. A hero's
Anyway.
face is a beacon of hope.
Yeah, so the masks.
Boring.
I'm sure we can.
What details should we put on it, though? Can you, like, change the face thingy on it?
Well, this one is for Dee Dee. It enhances her sight.
Huh. Interesting.
Maybe I've said too much. You are competitors, after all.
Oh, no. Completely understandable. You don't want to let any of the trade secrets slip. Could you maybe modify mine to have, like, maybe a Zenogre-like design on it?
And I
Maybe
got
for
her
face?
egg for mine.
We're not exactly artists here, but I'm sure we could whip something up.
Oh,
I mean,
whatever
I'm
you
sure-
guys have, I'm not picky.
Yeah, me neither. Just, have fun with it.
Given a bit of time, of course. This one needs to be ready
No
before
problem.
the tournament.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
He raises his hand and goes. How about we go take care of that other thing now?
Yeah, this is a good way to blow off some steam. I feel a lot better.
I feel worse.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. The last time I got hit by you like that was when you clotheslined me, so
Friendly fire may occur from time to time, but
Yeah,
that's just what happens.
still sucks. Still sucks just as bad as last time. It's still terrible.
It's good data.
Yep.
That's something at least.
At
But
this
I'll
point,
make
I'm
it up
just
to you.
gonna-
Don't you worry.
At this point, I'm just going to accept that everybody's faster than me.
No, you're pretty fast, Genzai.
Yeah,
You're faster than me.
absolutely.
Maybe in a sprint.
Yeah.
That's
You can
about
fly
it.
too.
Yeah. It's like I'm not the only one that can do that.
Yeah.
God, he was so fast, though.
You gotta take some notes.
I couldn't hit him.
I wonder if it's the suit that's kind of giving him that speed.
Oh yeah, it would make sense if the suit was allow him to cheat. Just makes me wonder what the rest of their suits do.
Yeah, I'm curious. I wonder if there's a strong one.
Listen, at the
I'm
very
sure.
least, at least you were not on the receiving end of a giant Hibiki punch.
No, instead I got 2 hibiki feet!
What?
Yeah, but it wasn't giant. It could have been much worse. You could have been a pancake right now.
True. It was just
Yeah.
normal me.
You could have got done like the Zenogre.
Boy, I
Yeah.
sure wouldn't feel a kinship with something like that, now would I?
Yeah, I guess it would have been fitting.
Ugh.
Yeah, but we'll be all right.
Hey, at least we also know now what to look out for when we're actually dealing with them.
Yeah, that guy's gonna be a problem. He's too quick.
Absolutely.
And if he's like that, then who knows what the rest of them are like.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he wasn't very strong. We could probably just ignore him, leave him for last.
That or he's gonna zip around and cause a problem the entire time we're fighting. He seems like the kind of guy that gets in there and gets all up in your business.
It's okay, he's not making it past this shield.
That's fair. Well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't swing once on us. We don't know what he's capable of truly yet.
It's true.
Yeah.
Alright, what's that last thing we gotta take care of?
Some pictures or something. I don't know. Sounded boring. I checked out.
Hey, God? Hey, what was that third thing?
A fashion
Oh, it
boutique-
was, Oh, yeah.
A fashion boutique is looking for photographic reference material of exotic monsters or elder dragons in order to create dresses for Queen Fodi.
Well, we got loads of those.
Yep. Good job for you, Phrixus.
Let's head over.
All right.
Let's go.
You head down back toward that sort of mercantile district, looking for that fashion boutique. It is called Nightlight, and you eventually do find it. It's at the center of a wide square. It's this big round building whose walls are all these big glass panes, these windows, and you can see that there are extravagant garments visible through all of those windows, and there are numerous mannequins on the exterior where people are browsing. Many ensembles that are inspired by monsters, their colors and their materials, these lavish dresses and suits. There's some sort of more casual wear too, and you can recognize patterns that resemble monsters like Tigrex, Lunastra, and then there's even one that Phrixus stands out to you. It looks like Nefugaru, sort of like an Egyptian style ensemble. There are lots of people here, and when you proceed inside, there are lots more people that are trying things on. You feel pretty out of place on the interior. There's people browsing for high fashion in here, and the proprietor is seated at a desk with a sort of like an easel, up behind the desk, and she's a dragonfolk woman with this white hair that's streaked with blue. She has a single short spiraled horn on her forehead. And she's dressed much more modestly than the garments that she clearly creates. She's wearing just kind of like a smock that's covered with pockets with spools of thread, and she's a pincushion strapped to her wrist. She looks pretty busy, like sketching.
Ken will just give Phrixus a nudge that's your cue.
Phrixus is gonna walk up.
She gives you sort of a dismissive wave for a moment while she finishes the detail that she's sketching. She, yes, just a minute. What can I do for you? Are you looking for something?
Yeah, we're kind of sent here to snap some photos.
You're a photographer.
Yes.
Are you here to photograph the clothing or take the job?
There was a request. That's what I'm here for.
Then you have material referencing exotic monsters?
Quite a few. You could say so.
Well, you should know that my request is for truly exotic things. I have an eye for this sort of thing.
Well, there's something right there that piqued my interest a little bit.
What do you mean?
A certain sand dragon.
The
could
piece
say?
that's inspired by the Lord of the Sands. Some hunters sighted that monster a while back. They didn't have very good reference material, but their description of it was enough.
Well, you could say that me and my companions here, we may have met that dragon.
Truly. And how well did my interpretation stack up?
Gad's gonna give it a look over.
Colors are right. There's sort of a shawl that matches the interior color of Nefgarmut's wings, which are pretty complex in their colors. They have this sort of like whaley, like blue to brown gradient. That is correct. She did get that right.
Anything that looks like it might have been a little wrong, or is it just it's pretty good?
It's pretty good, but it's almost like kind of non-specific. Like the colors are right, but a lot of her other pieces that are like kind of based on the aesthetic of monsters have something that sort of references the identity of the monster. Like say on like a Tigrex suit, there's like big teeth that kind of like embroider the lapels. There's nothing here that like reminds you of Nefgarmut's features. It's more like generally inspired by sort of like desert royalty with Nefgarmut's colors. So it's very clear that it was made with, you know, it's inspired, but she has never seen Nefgarmut probably.
Yeah, Gen's like, I mean, it's pretty good. Seems like it's missing something though.
You who claim to have seen the beast firsthand would know, I suppose.
That's true.
So what do you have for
Do
me?
you have Do you have any pictures of Nefgarmut? I feel like you might have taken a picture or two at some point.
I'm gonna dig through my belongings. I think I gave them all to the Scriveners long ago, but
Didn't you always take two photos though, because you always kept one copy for yourself?
Yeah, we hold on to that.
I probably actually. I'm going to pull out a photo book of what I've been carrying around, and just kind of open it up to the page where I have been taking pictures of what we've encountered throughout our adventures.
Okay. Which ones do you think would satisfy the her scrutinous eye for exotic and rare creatures?
There is a Kieran that we took very early into the campaign. The dead one. Spiders.
Ugh.
You check over that photo before you show it to her, and you pretty quickly have an epiphany as you look at the Kieran and look at her. She is a Kieran dragonfolk. She has a horn that matches the Kieran's horn, and like her hair resembles the mane of the Kieran. So take from that what you will.
Okay.
Maybe some of the stuff we saw in the New World.
Let's I don't remember if I took any pictures of like Diaval or Fatalis or anything.
Oh Jesus Christ! Well, there was nothing left of Diaval to take a photo of, to be fair.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me just go through the monster part and see if I remember if I took any solid pictures of any of these things.
Claw also took photos of most of our fucking wins as well.
Oh, what about
Yeah,
Laoshan?
Claw's in those.
Laoshan Long.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big boy.
Mm-hmm.
She'll look over your photos and she'll say, "These are good. However, This is a fairly easy dragon to photograph. Hate to say it, but I've seen it before.
Mhm.
Gan's gonna take out his journal because he sketches. Oh, there was let's see, because I remember him and Sia were sketching whenever we went to, I believe it was Safi Jiva. They were doing really quick sketches together. He'll hand over his journal like, what about this?
Oh, an artist, are you?
From time to time.
I haven't seen a dragon like that before, but I was looking for photographic reference material. For all I knew, you made that up.
I will. I don't think I took any pictures of. Actually, I did take a picture of Safi Jiva, right?
I don't remember. That's up to you.
Yes, I
While he
did.
was-
I still have this in my notes here because I didn't turn those pictures in. I rolled a 24 on Safi Jiva.
Okay. You produced a photo of Safi Jiva, and she. Oh, now that is more like it. Oh. This dragon is unique. I haven't heard this dragon described before, even. Oh. And she looks back to your notes, Genzai, and reads a little bit about what you wrote about it. About the blue flames that it spit.
Yup.
And some information about where it came from, and how it was described as coming from beyond the stars, and she thinks, I think I can work with this. I like it.
What about... did you get a picture of Gormagala?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing.
Oh, I did. Yes, very
Yeah.
early in the campaign. Yes.
There you go. Gormagala is another good one, I think.
Yeah, she make a dope ass cape.
Ooh!
Yeah,
It was like the first time we met Gormagala. I took a photo of it.
She'd say Gormagala has been described to me, and I've tried to work with the descriptions, but it's rather enigmatic actually seeing it. I still feel as if it's quite enigmatic, actually, but...
I mean, if you need more notes, I've got a few things stored here in my journal. A few sketches as well, if that'll help.
Seems like it would require something like a fur mantle. Would be unique. I
Yeah,
wonder
cool
if Odie
cape
would
like
like
mine.
to be seen in so much black, though.
Well, there's hints of purple in there, too.
Odie much prefers white, pink, gold.
Do we have a Shigaru? I don't know if we ever got pictures of Shigaru.
You definitely took a picture of
Yeah,
us.
we had that. We had that taken a picture.
You
Actually,
definitely
I
took a
think
picture of us.
I remember that Claude did, I think.
Yeah.
Claude
Yeah,
did.
Claude
I don't think
definitely
I did. For Shigaru. Yeah.
Yeah, Claw will shuffle through. He's like, well, I've got one here of Shigaru Magala. You like gold?
That I've never even heard of. She like squints
Is,
and then, pulls down a monocle to look at it.
Is Crimson Glow Valstrax also just black?
No, Valstrax is like silver.
Gray. Yeah.
Like
silver.
silvery
Oh,
gray
okay.
with red.
Yeah, so I'll flip over to specifically the Crimson Glow one, because I know I just snapped a photo of that when we fought it.
She kind of looks between the.
This one is
photos
fairly
here.
unique.
Silver and gold. I think Fody would quite like something with that combination. I think these will do nicely.
Oh, what about the
impressed.
fucking... The albino Lagiacrus that we ran into as well?
Oh yeah. Ivory Lycris.
That one I've seen.
This one,
before.
that one...
That one I've seen before.
Oh, dang. I thought it was pretty unique.
I've heard many people say that it's they've never seen a Valstrax before. They've heard things about it.
Not firsthand. I have seen photos of Valstrax before, however, they're usually quite distant. This is a better shot than I've seen before. Much more featured.
And this one's pretty unique compared to normal Valstrax.
These two will work well. Chikaru, Magala, and Valstra. Yes. I think I can do something with these. I'll get sketching right away, and you... You've earned my seal of approval. Who are you, anyway?
Starry 7.
We are the Starry 7. And
Name's Claw.
Starry 7. I shall make sure that the Starry 7 and Claw are mentioned on my commission details.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
Perhaps the Queen will wear a dress that was formulated by your information.
Ooh, it would be a great honor.
It just hit me that Claw has like an outfit that fits this this style too. Claw has an Altura jacket and cape,
Dan's wearing a lot of white with some black.
but they wouldn't know what the fuck an Altura is. So
No, they
No.
shouldn't. They should
yeah,
not.
they should not know what it. Well, so let's leave it that way.
She's gonna take those two photos from you. So the Shagaru photo and the Valstrax photo.
What about the
and-
Sappy Jiva one as well?
That one she'd also say she's not sure if Cody would want to wear something so red and demonic looking.
You know what? That's fair.
She'll take those two though, and she like pins them to her easel, and flips the page on it, and like stares at it contemplatively for a while. Right. Well, I'm grateful. Perhaps the Queen will feel the same.
More than happy to help.
We'll call it a job well done.
All right. At this point, he's gonna look over at Hibiki. I think it's time for some food.
Let's go.
Ferx is, before we leave, Ferx is just going to quickly give her a, and if you need any more photos, you know who to reach out to.
If you see anything more that you think would strike my eye, do bring it by.
I'll keep that in mind.
She like digs down below the counter that she's at, and she pulls out like a little a top hat that like fits in her palm. It's like fit for a feline, and she reaches down over the counter and puts it on Soap's head.
Oh,
Yay! Yay! Looking dapper, buddy.
guy.
He's got to keep that on him from now on. That's just the new rule.
Yeah.
Soap is going to give her a little bow.
Oh, so
She like chuckles a little bit and gets back to her. She's not sketching. She's doing like an artist, like staring at the blank page, deeply staring. She's envisioning
yes.
what she's going to draw.
the thinker. Well, considering I never got to try the thing that you got us, let's go back to that stand.
Yeah, I mean, I still got one left here for Claw, but
That's
much
his. He
cold.
can have it. It's pretty cold.
Oh yeah, I'll
we'll
have
get
it.
you. Well, yeah, sure.
Well, we'll eat
That's-
it.
That's fine. We're gonna go get more anyways.
I'm not gonna waste any food.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
A true hero never wastes food.
True.
You're gonna be saying that a lot while we're here for everything we do, huh?
See, that one I've heard before.
To be fair, Pops would probably be happy that you're eating a normal meal. Actually, Phyrexi's mom would be very happy that you're eating a normal meal.
Yeah, it's not very often.
You head out and find yourselves some more of that delectable food, that shredded, extremely tender steak,
Mm.
arranged in almost any way you like.
Oh wow, this is really good.
You get yourself
Right?
like a bowl of it, Genzai, and you turn away from the kiosk and you bump into like a brick wall in your way.
Oh!
And you back up and like stood tall, like stiff-shouldered. You're staring into the that sort of waveform face of the visor of Fodi's helmet. People have been talking about you.
What?
Hi?
Hello?
You think you can just show up here? Take everyone's attention, huh?
Hi, the name's Claw.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a prerequisite to get a spot in the contest, so yeah.
You want a spot in the contest?
That is correct.
You really think you stand a chance?
Yeah.
You don't look very tough.
Oh, I'm not exactly trying to be tough right now. I'm actually trying to enjoy a meal.
You're never gonna get anywhere if you don't take this seriously.
We're taking it seriously. We just did 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Helping out randoms. Who's gonna pay attention to that?
Well, I'm sorry. Were you not the person that said people have been talking about us?
You're gonna need a little more than being vouched for by children.
Is there a hint of, like, jealousy there? Can I insight that?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah. I mean, my insight's not that good. That's okay.
So difficult to read because you cannot see a face.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's fair. Yeah.
Very fair.
Well, if you know who we are, then you should know that we're pretty serious about this contest.
I don't care how serious you are. I know who you are, and I know who your friends are.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how everyone here would like to know that you're best friends with the Fatalis.
Former.
I'm not friends with any Fatalis. We killed the Fatalis. 2 of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you've heard of us, then you would have known that.
Yeah.
I heard it. But I know it's not true. You don't kill your enemies. You make friends with them.
Ken is just thinking about Fluffles like, God damn it, Captain. You're giving us a bad name.
Oh, sometimes we make friends with our enemies, but we did kill 2 Fatalis. That did happen.
If it happened, then why did I meet it?
You're saying a dragon touched down here?
Ken's eating. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty bold claim.
Stupid do you think I am?
I don't know. You just suggested a dragon came here, but there's no in sight.
Not any dragon, the Fatalis at that.
Yeah, Fatalis touched down in our city, and we were wiped out for like months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took
This
quite
city
a
must
while to
build back
rebuild.
quick.
You can play dumb all you want, but everybody else will see right through it.
Playing dumb? Is that what we're doing right now, guys?
I don't think so.
No, I think we're just really confused.
I'll make sure everybody knows that your friend, the Fatalis, is the one responsible for destroying the barricade.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you will. And I'm sorry, are you the one that got their shit pushed in?
I'm going to break every single bone in your body.
You'll have to hit me first. It'll
Stronger
take more than
people
you're
have-
capable of than to get past my shield.
people a mighty size tougher than you have said the same.
Tougher than me?
Yeah.
I mean, you said you lost to a Fatalis. We beat two
Yeah.
of them.
Mm-hmm. By that logic, you're small fry.
You know, it's also quite rude to walk up to someone, accuse them of things that you're saying that they did without any proof, and then not even introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could have been friends, you know?
We're just
I
trying
mean,
to.
what?
enjoy
Is
the
everyone
meal.
just gonna listen to you?
Funny thing about that. You're in my house. I know you know
Former
exactly
house.
who I am.
Yeah, former house from what I hear.
That would be because you unleashed an unspeakable evil on it.
Again, we did nothing of the sort. We've been
We've
gone
kind of-
for 2 years.
Yeah, we've been out of here for 2 years, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Very
This is
heroic
literally
of
our
you.
first time stepping foot here. Well, we were kind of stuck in... It's a bit too hard to explain.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't understand.
That's alright. The only thing that needs to be explained to anyone is your kinship with the creature that burns your own city to the ground.
Again, I know no such thing.
Again, like my buddy Fritz just said, that's a lot of stuff to be saying without proof.
And you still haven't introduced yourself.
If I
I'm
know it,
Genzai.
DD knows it.
I am Claw.
Hibiki?
How
I did
nice to
not.
meet you.
Yeah, well, it's called being polite. You should try it sometime. Get you in a lot of places.
Maybe you could get more popular here and then get into the tournament like that.
Don't worry. When I crush every single one of you and tell everyone exactly who it is that I crushed, they'll forget about you quickly.
Yep, and when we beat you, you'll fade back into obscurity. Now, can I enjoy the rest of my meal with my friends?
Yeah, I haven't even started mine.
Her hand reaches out toward you, Genzai, and she holds a thumb, she pinches her thumb like she's flicking, but to her forefinger, and she forms a thumbs up and hits the utensil that you're eating with, and it spikes out of your hand and shoots 1,000 feet into the air in an instant. And then she turns from you and walks away.
He's just gonna hold
nice
out his
to meet
hand
you
and
too.
He's just gonna hold out his hand and wait for it to drop.
It doesn't.
You know, if I was a petty man, I'd throw this food at her. But that'd be a waste of food. He's still holding his hand out, waiting, just like... That went pretty high up, huh?
Yeah. Everyone's very mean here.
Yeah. But, you hit them with the same energy that they give you, and they tend to leave.
Yeah.
Where is that thing? How high did that thing go? He's looking straight up, where is it?
There's a heavy sound of an explosion, and the ground vibrates beneath your feet, and everybody turns to the outskirts of town where you can see a small localized fire where the object fell.
You don't suppose that was the utensil, was it?
If it
I'm
was,
sure it's nothing to worry about.
if it was, they did that shit.
Yeah, they can handle that.
Well,
It's crazy to think that the nicest person we met today was Tsukiyomi.
I don't know. The lady who was doing the clothes stuff seems pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, there's there's Jives. Jives was pretty nice.
Chives was really nice.
And loath as I am to say it, the Prism Rangers are pretty nice. I'm gonna need another thing to eat this with now. God damn it.
You guys, you replace your utensil, and get back to eating your food. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Grandine, Fluffles is led through the streets to a point of interest that she was clued into by a man who tugged her away from you guys while you were prepping, unbeknownst to you. She and a one Mr. Aodai
Oh,
headed
son of a.
to something that he very much wants to show her. We'll find out what that is next time on Hunt for the Starry Sky.
God.
Damn.
Son of a bitch. Son of a
Holy
bitch.
moly.
I can't even confront my science enemy. That's so unfair.
Bubbles has to hang out with Aodai first and catch up a little bit.
That's true, and then I can punch him in the face when I see him.
You gotta catch up with the bestie.
Your science enemy, but Fluffle's actual friend.
Yeah, because she's so good at making those.
She's great at making them.
No way
She
that
just
could go
picks the wrong ones.
Ugh.
Well done, lads.
Man, Gen got real petty at the end of that episode. I don't know where that came from. It just came out of me.
Yeah, you just have to hit him with the same energy, bro.
That's true. Like that's all that was. He was just like, you know what? I am sick and tired of people being fucking rude to me here. It's about time I start biting back.
Well, good job, lads. You met Grandma. You met you met the Shogun.
Moms.
Learned about a little bit of what's going on underneath the hood here in Anywhere, and established some fame for yourselves. At least 3 people will sing your praises. Enough so that Dee Dee heard about it. So
That means news is spread fast. God damn.
we will we'll find out what the ramifications are perhaps next time. Maybe we're not quite there yet. We haven't qualified just yet. We'll see what next time holds for us and what Fluffles has been doing all this time. We'll catch up with you next week. Cuddle Bunny. I can read between the lines. I see it. Thanks for coming to Observer. Thanks for following. Appreciate you, my dude. We do this every week. We are Hunt for the Starry Sky. We do it every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. This is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, based on Monster Hunter. Of course, we are 100 episodes deep now, so it barely resembles Monster Hunter anymore, but once in a while you hear me say a Monster Hunter thing. We did see...
It's true, we said
Zenogre.
Shigaru Magala. We saw Zenogre and Odogaron.
Yeah.
We see those, but we're at the like demigod level of strength at this point. So now we're mostly battling other people at that level of strength, and the true scariest things in the Monster Hunter setting that are available to us that I've written lore for that very strongly deviates from Monster Hunter, but it's fine. We started out Monster Hunter, and I did my own thing. Like I said from the start, this is Hunt for the Starry Sky is a setting that is, of course, it's inspired by Monster Hunter, and it's written around all of the things that Monster Hunter has inspired in my imagination for a very long time. So, I'm glad that we're at a point now where I am mostly storytelling out of my own imagination with some Monster Hunter elements, but yeah, we're having fun. We're enjoying ourselves. We'll be back next week for episode 101. We'll see you next time. Please take care, stay safe, be good people. We will catch ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace
Bye.
out.
all that we all want. I just wanna bring you there.